Okay, this will be my last video before the SPM 2024. Okay, and I will be doing a Addmaths paper. Okay, and this is the Kertas 2, the Sekolah Agama paper for trial 2024. Okay, I already did the paper 1 last video. So this video I'll be doing the paper 2. Okay, and this will be my last video. Okay, before the SPM lah. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so you can see here there's some pembetulan here, right? Yeah, there's some pembetulan here in question 5, pembetulan in question 15, and question 8 also got pembetulan, 7 also got pembetulan, right? Okay, but it's okay. Later, when I reach those questions, I will mention about the pembetulan later, okay? Okay, now we are at question 1. Let's start. So number 1, they say sketch the graph of fx equals modulus 10 minus 6x for x in between -1 and 3. State the range of fx. So this is the domain, and this is a sketching question, right? So definitely it's a Form 4 chapter 1 function punya chapter. So when you sketch, you first need to know the shape of the graph, and also you need to find the important points. Okay, so whenever you do sketching question, always you need to know the shape of the graph and then find the coordinate, find the important points. Okay, so what is the shape of graph? First of all, you can see that the highest power here is power 1. So this is a linear equation. Okay, linear. Samaan linear sebab dia punya highest power sini 1. So you will get a straight line, right? It's like y equal mx plus c. So let me just draw a straight line like this. But you can see that they've got put a modulus here. What means is when you modulus, the negative part, okay, the graph below x-axis will reflect up like that. So this is how it looks like. Okay, the shape of graph will look like this, like a V shape. Okay, so now I already know the shape. Now I have to find the important points. Okay, and what are the important points? The important points is the x-intercept, the y-intercept, and if they got give you the range for domain, the range of x, you need to find out where they want you to start and where they want you to finish. Okay, so you can see they will give you a domain here. It means they want your first point punya x coordinate to be -1, and the last point punya x coordinate to be 3. It means they got put a restriction. Okay, dia ada limit. Okay, limit dia mesti first point mesti x coordinate -1, last point 3. So we need to find out the corresponding y coordinate so that kita tahu the first point and the last point lah. And also the pintasan x, pintasan y is also the important points. So now I will draw a table. Okay, saya akan buat satu jadual yang lebih kurang size macam ni. Okay, and then I will start to find those points. Okay, let me draw my table nicely. So it will look something like this, and there will be 4 points. Okay. If it's a quadratic, if this is sketch quadratic curve, I will find one more point, which is the turning point, the minimum maximum point. Kalau dia quadratic lah. Quadratic is like when they have power 2. Because when got power 2, you should, because when got power 2, then the shape of the graph is like quadratic parabola curve, right? And for parabola curve, there is one point that you need to find is called the turning point, the minimum or the maximum point. And why you need to find this point? Because you want to know whether your axis of symmetry is on the left side of the y-axis ataupun the right side of the y-axis. Okay. Okay, tapi soalan ni tak payahlah. Soalan ni dia bukan quadratic. Okay, yeah, it's not a quadratic curve. It's just a straight line. For straight line, there is no turning point. That dia tak ada minimum maximum point one for straight line. Okay, so here I write x, here I write fx. And remember the first point, dia kata first point dia nak first point punya x coordinate be -1. The last point punya x coordinate, they want it to be 3. Okay. And this middle two will be the pintasan x, pintasan y, which is x kosong, y kosong lah. Because you are trying to find the x-intercept and the y-intercept. So now my job is to find out all the corresponding coordinate. Okay, so -1 I ganti masuk here. So it becomes like f bracket -1 equals modulus 10 minus 6 bracket -1 like this. I just replace the x with -1. Okay, 10 plus 6, 16. Modulus 16 is 16 also. So this is your first point. Okay, it means later this point is -1, 16. Okay. Okay, then what about when x is 0? So you sub also lah. You sub f0 equals to, what is it? Modulus 10 minus 6x, and then for the x you sub 0. Okay, this is modulus. Okay, 6 times 0 is 0, 10 minus 0 is 10. Modulus 10 will give you 10. So I'm just gonna write 10. So this is your y-intercept, 0, 10. So later this y-intercept, right? So this will be 10, 0, 10 lah. Okay, let's ganti X 3. So now it will become F3 equals to modulus 10 minus 6x, and the X bracket replaced with 3. 10 minus 18, negative 8 modulus is 8. So this is 8. Okay, you can use your calculator to help you. When you, and also when your modulus, you become positive. Okay, now for the last point, you have to ganti fx 0. It means you have to take the whole thing equals 0. So it becomes modulus 10 minus 6x, the whole thing equals 0. Yeah lah, because fx 0 means the whole thing equals 0. So how do you find x? First you pindah modulus, tapi bila you pindah modulus ada dua jawapan, satu plus, satu minus. So it will be positive 0 and the other one is negative 0. But guess what? Negative 0 is still 0 because 0 is neutral. There's no 0 there, tak ada positive, negative. So we can ignore the negative 0 answer because negative 0 is also 0. So you just have one answer only lah. So it becomes negative 6x equals 10. X equals 10 divided negative 6, which is negative 3 over 5. Okay, so this will be my x-intercept. Wait. It's not 3 over 5. It should be 10 divided negative 6, right? So it should be negative 5 over 3. Okay, negative. Wait, is it negative? No, it's positive. I made a mistake here. The 10 pindah sini, it should become negative 10 here, right? Yeah. Sorry, I buat careless sini. So let me betulkan. So 10 pindah jadi negative 10. And then negative 10 bahagi negative 6 is just 10 over 6. And 10 over 6 is 5 over 3. And it's positive. Yeah, because negative, you have negative positive already. So this is 5 over 3. Okay, let me write in decimal. So this is 1.6666, right? So 1.67. Okay. The reason I write in decimal is because so that later when I sketch, I know where is the position of this point. Okay, I have the first point, and I have the y-intercept 0, 10, and I have the x-intercept 5 over 3, 0, and I also have the last point 3, 8. So all the important points I have already. So now I can draw I can start to sketch lah. You don't go and pass up this one. You jangan buat macam ni. Ini I cincai lukis saja. Okay. This one I just main lukis saja. Okay. When you draw the real one, you have to draw cantik-cantik one. Okay, sekarang kita lukis yang sebenar punya. So now I will draw cantik-cantik one. I will use ruler, draw it. Okay, when I draw the y-axis, I realize that I can draw slightly to the left a bit. Because the x, okay, when I draw y-axis, we will look at the x value. So x paling kecil negative 1, x paling besar 3. So it means here I use until negative 1, but here I use until 3. So I need more space here later. And then here this would be at y-axis fx. And for the highest y value, it will be 16. And nanti kita ada guna 10, 8, 0 also. So I think the highest one, I will make it 16. Okay. And then 10 kena turun lah. Okay, tapi turun berapa? Okay, this is a sketch question, so we don't have to ikut the skala one. We don't have to follow any scale. We just agak-agak lebih kurang. But try to make it make sense lah. You don't go and put 10 here, and then the 8 you put here, and then 0 you put here. If you do like that, it's not logic, because here to here you say plus 8, and then like try to make the 8 to 16 punya gap pun lebih kurang sama lah, because 8 plus 8 jadi 16 also. So let me tell you what I will do now. So I will lebih kurang. So 16, let's say I'm minus 2. So this will be 14, 12, 10 like this. And then 10 minus 2 is 8. And then minus 2, 6, 4, 2, 0 like this. Okay. Maksudnya walaupun tak payah ikut skala, tapi kita kena make sure it's logic also, like it's balanced also. Okay. So as you can see, like dia lebih kurang lah. Okay. Because why? Later if your, let's say if your 8 letak sini. Okay. Your 8 letak sini. But then your 10 letak sini. Right? And then you 16 letak sini. Dia macam tak logic, right? And then later when you plot the points, it's very hard for you to join all the points if you do like that. Okay? So we always try to make sure, walaupun tak payah guna skala, but try to make sure it's like logic also lah, the distance. Okay, sekarang kita boleh buat kita punya x-axis. Paling kecil negative 1, paling besar 3. So sini pendek je. Tapi the right side panjang sikit. Because until 3, right, sini. So it will be 1, 2, 3 here, and then here negative 1. So let's say negative 1 is here, and then this will be 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, 1, 3, 3 lah. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. Now we are done with the axis. Now we just have to plot all the points and then draw the line. So we start with negative 116. So this is your first point. Okay, next one is 0, 10. That's the y-intercept. Okay. 5 over 3, 0. Okay, I'll teach you how. 5 over 3 is 1 point something. So it's definitely between 1 and 2, right? So what you have to do is, this one is over 3, right? So kalau over 3, you pergi sini, you potong ni jadi 3 bahagian. From 1 to 2, you potong jadi 3 bahagian. Okay, you divide this into 3 section. And how you do that? By adding 2 lines. Okay, kita buat 2 garisan. So, 1, 2. Okay, but try to make sure dia lebih kurang sama panjang lah sini. Okay, tak payah guna pembaris ukur, but just lebih kurang agak-agak jadikan dia lebih kurang sama panjang. And kenapa saya buat 2 garisan macam ni? Sebab saya nak jadikan dia 3 potongan sini. 1, 2, 3. So that this becomes what? So that this becomes 1 over 3, 2 over 3, 3 over 3 like this. It means this 1 is actually 3 over 3. Do you agree? What is 3 bahagi 3? 3 bahagi 3 is 1, right? So 1 is 3 over 3 lah. And then this will be 4 over 3. This will be 5 over 3. And this is your 6 over 3. And if you take 6 divide 3, you memang dapat 2. Okay? So it means 5 over 3 dekat sini lah. This is your 5 over 3. Sekarang you faham kan kenapa saya suruh buat letak 2 garisan. So this is your 5 over 3, 0. Okay, the x-intercept. Okay, now it's time for do 3, 8. 3 dekat sini, 8 dekat sini lah. Okay, so now it's time to join using pembaris. Okay, because this is a straight line. So you can join using pembaris. Okay, you can see that we have a problem here, right? The line actually cannot passes through this point, right? So we have to do something about this. Yeah, we have to do something about this. So what I will do is I will join like this, and I will erase this. Okay, and make the 10 letak sini. And then for the 8, I kena turun sikit lah. Okay, so it becomes 8, 6, 4, 2, 0, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, like that, something like that. Okay, and then join like this. Okay, and the reason why we can do like that is because, then the 8 has to be lower already. So the 8 has to be low because I changed the 8 punya position. So this point has to be like apa? Rendah sikit lah. So it's like here lah. And the reason why we can erase like that and change the position is because this is a sketch question. Yeah, sketch punya soalan memang you tak payah guna skala kan. Yeah, you can just make sure that sketch punya soalan memang macam ni lah. Tak payah guna skala. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Okay, you don't have to label all the points, but the first point and the last point I recommend labeling it. Negative 116 and then the last point 38. Okay, yang ini saja yang saya recommend. Okay, and if it's a quadratic, I will ask students to label the turning point also. Okay, but this one don't have turning point lah. Okay, so now we just write the equation. What's the equation of the line? Fx equals what? Modulus 10 minus 6x. Okay, you are done. Sudah siap. This is how you get full mark for the sketch question. Okay, but then they say state the range of fx. Cari julat nilai fx. Nyatakan julat. Okay, what is the range of fx? It means you have to look at the y-axis and write down the limit for the y-axis. Limit means you write down the restriction lah. So you can see the range is actually from here to here. Okay. They already give us the range of x. The range of x is from negative 1 to 3. Okay, the range of x is from here to here. Yeah. Okay, paling kiri punya point sampai paling kanan punya. But if you want the range of fx, it will be paling bawah ke paling atas lah. And the paling bawah punya point will be 0 until 16. Okay, look at the y coordinate. Okay, look at the y coordinate of the paling bawah punya point. So paling bawah punya point is this point, and look at the y coordinate. So 0, and then paling atas punya point punya y coordinate 16. So the range is 0, 0 until 16. Okay, so that is the answer. Okay, hope you understand. Okay, now I'm done with question 1. Now we can do question number 2. So I will do it here. Okay, hence determine whether inverse function exists or not. Give your justification. Tentukan sama ada fungsi songsang bagi fx wujud atau tidak. Berikan justifikasi anda. So, inverse function only exists for one-to-one function. One-to-one relation. Okay, because we have 4 types of relation. Ada 4 jenis hubungan. We have one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-one, many-to-many. Okay, so that is the type of relation. And for inverse, hanya one-to-one saja ada. So how do we know whether this is a one-to-one or many-to-one or one-to-many or many-to-many? Okay, we can do the horizontal line test. Yeah, because we have the graph already, right? So we can do the horizontal line test and see whether it's one-to-one or not. Okay, so what I will do is I will draw a horizontal line. Okay, I'll use red color. Okay, so let's do a horizontal line like this. Oh, you can put anywhere, the horizontal line. Yeah, the horizontal line you can put anywhere. Okay, if the horizontal line cuts the graph, potong graph tu 2 kali, then we say that it does not have inverse. But if potong sekali, then we say ada inverse lah. Okay, so you can see dia potong dua kali, so we say no. Okay, no, because when tested with horizontal line test, with horizontal line test, the line cuts the graph, at at 2 points. Okay, at 2 points. That is why we say that it's not the inverse does not exist. Okay, the inverse does not exist. Okay, some student might ask me this. They will say like, "Hey, sir, what if I draw the horizontal line here? If I draw it here, you see, cut at 1 point, ma." Okay, listen. The horizontal line test, you can only say that it has inverse when you put the horizontal line test. When you letak mana-mana pun dia potong 1 point. Faham maksud saya? It means you letak sini pun dia potong 1 point, dia letak sini pun potong 1 point, letak sini pun 1 point, letak mana-mana pun you dapat 1 point. Then only we can say that it has inverse. Okay? Yeah, memang kalau you letak sini dia potong graph 1 point saja. Tapi you realize when I adjust it down here, I get two intersection. So that is why we say that this is does not have inverse. Okay, does not have inverse. And let me tell you, for graph yang macam ni, it's a many to one relation. Yeah, I'll tell you straight away, this is a many to one relation. Yeah, for modulus graph macam ni, dia adalah many to one. Okay, many to one means when you have two x value, but when you ganti masuk dalam function ni, you get one same y image. Two different object, but give you same image. Okay, yeah. So that is why we say the inverse does not exist, right? Okay, I also want to mention about vertical line test. So this is the horizontal line test. Then what about the vertical line test? Okay, the vertical line test is to test what? Is to test whether it is a function or not. Because out of the four relation, one to one, many to one to many, many to many, out of these four, only one to one and many to one is considered function. Okay, and kalau nak buat test boleh juga, is called the vertical line test. Garisan apa? Ujian garis mencancang. Okay, yang straight macam ni vertical. But this question ask for inverse exist or not. So kalau nak tahu ada inverse ke tak, kita tak buat vertical kita tak buat vertical line test, kita buat horizontal. Ujian garis mengufuk. Okay, yang horizontal punya. So that's how you do it. Okay, I hope you understand. Okay. So itu cara dia. Dah siap. Okay, let's continue. Question 2. Mr. Iris grows vegetables on a plot of land in the shape of triangle. So dia apa? Tanam sayur-sayur dekat sini Ini dia punya tanah with right angle as shown in diagram 2. So it's a right angle triangle So ini adalah segitiga bersudut tegak. Given the longer side is square root 72, longer side is always the AC lah. Okay, how I know this is the longer side? Because dia depan 90 degree. Okay, yeah, opposite 90 degree is always the hypotenuse, and hypotenuse is always the longer side. Okay, the length of AB is 2y meters, label 2y. Okay, BC is 3x meters. Okay, and I also noticed that everything is in meter. Everything is in meters. So later, if I want to cari panjang also, it will come out in meters. Okay, total length of AB and BC is 12 meters. Oh, dah boleh tulis equation pertama. AB and BC, jumlah panjang 12. So AB, BC, 2y plus 3x lah. Sama dengan berapa? Sama dengan 12. So that is my first equation. So A kata form two equation from the situation above. Bentukkan dua persamaan. Okay, saya sudah bentuk satu dah. Ini equation yang pertama. Okay, how to bentuk equation yang kedua? Okay, you can use Pythagoras theorem. Because this is a right angle triangle, right? So what is Pythagoras theorem says? A square plus B square equals to C square, and make sure C is the longer side. Okay, so it will be 2y square. Tapi kena letak bracket square lah. Tambah dengan 3x square. And also kena letak bracket sama dengan square root 72, and then also kena bracket square. Okay, macam ni. And this is the Pythagoras theorem. Is the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, sekarang kita boleh simplify benda ni. 2y square dapat 4y square. 3x bracket square means dua-dua ni kena square lah. 3 pun kena square, x pun kena square. So 9x square. Square root 72 square, the square root and square can potong. So dia akan tinggal 72 sajalah. Macam ni. Okay, so this is the second equation. So sudah siap A lah, dua markah. Satu markah sini, satu markah sini. Okay, now let's do B. Hence find the value of X and Y. Okay, ini you boleh guna cara penggantian atau penghapusan, right? But I will use penggantian. Because these two equation, satu ni equation linear, satu non-linear. Why I say non-linear? Because this one got power 2. So it means this is like satu persamaan linear, satu persamaan tak linear. So for equation yang macam ni, one linear, one non-linear, you have to do substitution method. You cannot do penghapusan. How you want to hapus? Macam mana nak hapus? Ini X square. Macam mana nak hapus? Tak dapat hapus kan. So you kena guna cara penggantian, the substitution. And we always start with the linear equation. Okay, because when we do penggantian substitution, we will try to jadikan x, y single and then ganti into the other equation, right? But we have to always, but it's recommended lah. It's more better to start with the linear equation and cari x, y single from the linear equation. So 2y plus 3x equals 12, I write it down. And I'll jadikan x single lah. Nak jadi y single pun boleh, up to you. But I jadikan x single lah. So plus 2y hantar jadi minus 2y. And then times 3 hantar jadi divide 3. So it becomes 12 minus 2y. And times 3 jadi divide 3 macam ni. Okay, so I call this equation 1. Okay, so I sudah berjaya jadikan x single. And then which one is equation 2? The other equation lah. 4y square plus 9x square sama dengan 72. This is my equation 2. And then I will ganti now. Sub 1 into 2. Ataupun nak tulis dalam bahasa Melayu, ganti 1 dalam 2. Okay, so when we ganti persamaan 1 dalam persamaan 2, dia akan jadi apa? Dia akan jadi 4y square tambah 9 bracket square sama dengan 72. And for the x, you replace with the 12 minus 2y over 3. Okay. Okay, so sekarang kita kena buat bracket dulu. So 4y square plus, okay, I want to ask you, this 9 and 3, boleh tak saya potong-potong macam ni, dapat 3 macam ni? Because 9 divide 3 is 3, right? Boleh ke tak boleh? Tak boleh. Tak boleh. Kenapa? Sebab bracket ni dia ada kuasa, dia ada power 2. So we have to do power 2 first. Then baru kita boleh darab dengan 9. Faham? So the 9 tak boleh darab masuk dulu. So the 9 biarkan dekat luar sini. Sekarang kita kena buat yang square ni dulu. And this square is siapa kena square? Atas kena square atau bawah kena square? Both. Both also kena square. 3 also kena square, 12 minus 2y also kena square. So when you take 3 square, you get 9 like this. And then what happens when you take 12 minus 2y square? Okay, some students, they will make this mistake. They will just do 12 square, and then they dapat 144, and then they just do negative 2y square, they get positive 4y square like this. Okay, this is wrong. Okay, this is wrong. Kalau saya nak ambil atas square, apa maksud dia? Maksud dia 12 minus 2y square, macam ni. And maksud dia sebenarnya adalah 12 minus 2y times 12 minus 2y like this. And cara betul adalah macam ni, darab macam ni, macam ni, macam ni, macam ni. Okay. And when you darab macam ni, you takkan dapat 144 plus 4y square. Okay, you get 144 because 12 times 12, 144. And then 12 times negative 2 is negative 24. But minus 12, negative 24y. And then negative 2 times 12 is negative 24y again. So negative 24 is negative 48y like this. And then negative is positive 4y square like this. Ini baru jawapan yang betul. It means that here I still have something in between here, negative 48y. Okay. Ataupun you boleh buat cara cepat lah. Just ambil 12 square. And then 12 darab negative 2 darab 2. Okay. And then dapat ni. And then tambah 4y square equals to 72. Okay. Okay. Sekarang the 9 and can potong ni. Ya, because sekarang sudah tak ada power sini. So 9 atas bawah, sebab dia darab mah sekarang. So atas bawah boleh potong. So now it becomes 4y square. Tapi saya perasan y square dengan y square boleh buat. Okay. So 4y square plus 4y square dapat 8y square lah. It means this is a quadratic equation. Sebab dah nampak ada square kan. So bila nampak ada square, you have to pindah everything to one side equals 0. And then later press calculator. Sebab quadratic mah. Quadratic memang macam ni. Okay, so 4y square plus 4y square boleh buat. Next thing I have to write is y. So y dia seorang saja. Negative 48y. So tulis yang tu. And then the rest, the remaining is the number lah. The 144 and the 72. Tapi 72 kena hantar sini. So 144 minus 72 dapat positif berapa? Dapat positif 72 also. Yeah. And then equals 0. Ya, memang kena equals 0. Kalau quadratic, you memang kena pindah everything to one side equals 0. Okay, because you have to key in your ABC. You want general form. Kita nak general form, bentuk am. So kita boleh letak ABC dalam calculator nanti. Okay, before you press calculator, kalau boleh kecilkan dulu. So 8, 48, 72, semua nombor ni boleh bahagi 8. So divide 8, y square, divide 8, 6y, divide 8, 9 equals 0. Okay, sekarang boleh tekan. So when you masukkan ABC, A tekan 1, B negative 6, C 9, your calculator will give you 3. So it means they give you satu jawapan saja. 3, 3. Okay, but kalau dia bagi satu jawapan, you need to write, it means it has 2 equal roots. 2 equal roots. Okay, maksudnya walaupun dia bagi satu jawapan, you kena tulis 2 kali. You kena repeat 2 kali the same thing. Y equals 3, Y equals 3 like this. And then atas pun kena letak bracket, Y minus 3, Y minus 3 like this. Okay, because one answer means 2 equal roots. It means the roots repeat lah. Ya, the second root repeat the first one. So, you kena tulis macam ni. Okay, sekarang sudah tahu y is 3. Now, how to find x? Ganti masuk dalam equation 1. Okay, so dia akan dapat x sama dengan 12 minus 2 bracket over 3, and then the y just ganti 3 sajalah. Okay, since my y have one answer only, then my x also will have one answer only lah. So 2 times 3 is 6, 12 minus 6, 6 divided 3 is 2. So the answer here is x equals to 2. Okay, let's write cm. Yeah, because x tu adalah panjang kan, and then y is 3 cm. Okay, so soalan nak cari apa? X and y. So inilah jawapan dia. Okay, that's all. Done. Okay, let's continue number 3. So for number 3, the working I will write up here. So let's read the question. The following information refers to the equation of two straight lines AB and CD. So dia bagi equation AB, equation CD. Are straight lines AB and CD perpendicular or not? Give your justification. I think this is coordinate geometry from 4 chapter. Ya, ini adalah coordinate geometry. From 4 chapter 6. 6, no, 7 or 8. 7, I think it's 7. Yeah, coordinate geometry. Chapter 8 is vector, right? Ya, so ini adalah chapter coordinate geometry. Okay, so apa kita kena buat? Kita kena tentukan bahawa adakah apa ABCD ni berserenjang atau tidak, whether it's perpendicular or not. Okay, so when you see this word berserenjang perpendicular, you have to think about this formula. M1 times M2 equals -1. Okay, when two lines are perpendicular, the gradient darab mesti dapat -1. Kalau tak dapat -1 means is not perpendicular lah. So apa kita kena buat? Cari gradient AB, cari gradient CD, and then darab, see whether I get -1 or not lah. Then kita boleh jawab whether ABCD ni perpendicular or not. Okay, let's find the gradient of AB dulu. So dia dah bagi equation. So kalau dia dah bagi equation, dah boleh cari gradient lah. So let's find the equation. X over 2 plus Y over 5 equals 1. Okay. Okay, what is the gradient of this line? Okay, kalau nak tahu gradient, kita boleh tukar jadi y equals mx plus c. Because when we tukar jadi mx plus c, kita boleh nampak gradient daripada sini, right? Tapi ini, kalau nak tukar jadi macam ni, boleh lah. You kena samakan pembawah dia, and then pindah. Okay, so maybe you can do like that. Yang ini darab 5, ini darab 5, ini darab 2, ini darab 2, ini darab 10. Okay, because you want to samakan the pembawah mah. Okay, you want to hilangkan fraction. And then after hilangkan fraction, and then you start to slowly pindah supaya y single. And then baca dia punya gradient. Okay, tapi kalau nak buat macam ni boleh juga. Boleh juga. Tapi lambat sikit lah. So let me show you a faster way. So a faster way is, if you look carefully, this is actually an intercept form. Yeah, we call this intercept form. So let's talk about intercept form. Intercept form, bentuk dia macam ni. X over x intercept plus y over y intercept equals 1. Okay, and you can see that this equation looks exactly like this. It means 2 is the x-intercept, 5 is the y-intercept, right? It means that we already have 2 points. So we can find the gradient by using the second gradient formula. So sebenarnya gradient punya formula, kita boleh guna itu apa? Okay, the gradient formula kita tahu is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, right? Ambil 2 point and then ambil beza y bagi beza x. Y minus y, x minus x. But there is another formula that you can use, which is negative y-intercept over x-intercept. Yeah. Tapi this formula kita jarang guna lah. Okay, kita jarang guna sebab bukan selalu dia bagi x-intercept, y-intercept, right? But in this question, we can actually use this formula. Okay, because we know the y-intercept is 5 and the x-intercept is 2. So this gradient of AB is -5 over 2. Sudah siap. Okay, now for the CD. CD, they say 2x minus 5y equals 6. Okay, yang ini saya akan guna cara macam mana untuk cari gradient. I will, of course, you can also do like find the x-intercept and then find the y-intercept and then use this formula can also. Okay, it means you ganti x kosong lah. You ganti x kosong and then cari y, and then ganti y kosong cari x. Then lepas you dapat you punya x-intercept, y-intercept, then you masuk ke dalam formula. Boleh juga. Okay, but I will use another method for this, which is I will change to y equals mx plus c. Means saya jadikan y single lah. So dia akan jadi 2x pindah jadi -2x plus 6. So y sama dengan -2 bahagi -5 is 2 over 5x. 6 divided -5, -6 over 5. So you can see that the gradient of CD sama dengan 2 over 5. Sebab y equals mx plus c, and the m kita boleh baca dari sini. Okay, so this is the gradient for the second line. Okay, so this is the gradient of AB, this is the gradient of CD. Okay, Faham maksud saya kan? But why for the first line AB I never do it like that. Why I never change to y equal mx plus c? Sebab dia dah bagi dalam intercept form. And I know there is a shortcut formula for gradient, which is negative y intercept x. That's why I just do it the fast way lah. I straight away just do like that. Okay. Tapi kalau nak tukar jadi y equal mx plus c and then baca macam ni, boleh juga. You dapat sama jawapan. Okay, sekarang kita boleh cuba darab dua ni. See whether we get negative 1 or not. So kita akan ambil gradient of AB darab dengan gradient of CD. Kenapa? Kenapa saya buat macam tu? Kenapa saya darab? Sebab saya nak tahu dia berserenjang atau tidak. Okay, I need to know M1 times M2 negative, is it negative 1? So negative 5/2 darab dengan 2/5. Potong, 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 potong. Yes, dapat negative 1. That means dia adalah berserenjang lah. Dua garisan ni dia adalah perpendicular. So we can jawab the soalan. So the soalan says, straight line AB and CD perpendicular or not? Give justification. So we can say yes. AB and CD are perpendicular. AB and CD are perpendicular. Because, okay, dia ada suruh tulis sebab. Perpendicular. Because, why? Apa pasal you cakap dia perpendicular? Kenapa you cakap dia berserenjang? Because the MAB times with the MCD is equals to negative 1. Okay, the gradient darab dapat negative 1. Sebab tu perpendicular lah. Okay, kalau nak tulis dalam bahasa Melayu boleh juga. You boleh tulis apa? Garisan AB dan CD adalah berserenjang kerana kecurunan darab kecurunan sama dengan negative 1. Boleh juga. Sama. Okay, the same thing. Okay, sudah siap? Alright, let's do B. Find the equation. Okay. Y minus y1 equals gradient x minus x1. Okay, whenever you see the word find equation of straight line dalam Addmaths lah. In Addmaths kalau dalam Addmaths you nampak perkataan find equation of straight line, confirm you use this formula. Confirm. Okay. Confirm. Dalam Addmaths lah. In any chapter. Dalam differentiation pun you guna formula ni. Like coordinate geometry pun you buat macam ni. Whatever chapter, kalau dia cakap find equation of straight line in Addmaths, I always teach like this to my student. Just use this formula. And how you use this formula, you have to ganti M, X1 and Y1. Okay. M, masukkan the gradient lah. X1, Y1, you can ganti with point yang passes through. Okay. Yang passes through garisan tu lah. Okay, so let's see the soalan. Find the equation of straight line that is parallel to straight line CD and passes through the point negative 37. So, it means later the X1, Y1 nanti mesti ganti dengan negative 37 lah. Tapi gradient tu kena ganti apa gradient? Okay, they said parallel to straight line CD. It means gradient saya sama dengan gradient CD. So let's tengok balik apa gradient CD. 205. So gantilah. Means M boleh ganti 205 lah. And then for the Y minus Y and X minus X, I ganti this point. So Y minus Y means Y minus 7. X minus X is X minus negative 3. So dia jadi X plus 3. And when you do this, you will get the answer Y minus 7. Okay, ini boleh kembang dapat 205X tambah 205 times 3 is 6/5. Okay, darab atas saja. 3 times 2, 6. So dapat Y sama dengan 205X minus 7 pindah jadi plus 7. 6/5 plus 7, 35 plus 41/5. Okay, you can use your calculator to help you. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, sebenarnya ada cara lain untuk buat soalan ni. Kalau you tak nak guna formula, you want to use the Y equals MX plus C formula, boleh juga. The M is 205 like this. And then untuk cari C, pintasan Y, dia tak bagi kan. Tapi tak apa. You can ganti sebab dia ada passes through negative 3, 7. So you can ganti the negative 3 inside here. The 7 ganti masuk di sini. So dia jadi 7 equals 205 negative 3 plus C. And then the C will be 41/5. And then rewrite the whole thing. Y equals 205X plus 41/5. Okay, if you buat macam ni pun betul. Okay, so means ada dua cara lah. Nak tulis macam ni pun boleh, macam ni pun boleh. Okay, but usually for Addmaths, I always teach my students do it like this. Okay, this is the Addmaths punya Addmaths method. Okay, yeah, because this formula you only learn in Addmaths. Yeah, this cari equation punya formula. Ini most of the time we use when it's a maths punya soalan. Okay, tapi for Addmaths paper nak guna cara maths untuk buat pun tak apa kan. You dapat full mark also kan. So it's fine. So it's up to you. Just choose one. Just pilih salah satu. Okay, dah siap. Okay, let's do number 4. So number 4A, this is obviously from 4 chapter 4 lah. The indices, surd and logarithm punya chapter. So dia kata given that log x base 2 is m, express log 32 x base 4 x power 4 base x in terms of m. First step is tukar base. Yeah, first step is to change base. Because when we do indices ataupun log punya soalan, we always step number 1 is check the base. And kalau base dia tak sama, you tak boleh buat apa dah. Because if the base is not same, you cannot do anything already. So the first step is to change to same base. So look at the information, is the log is in base 2, but the one they want us to find is in log base x. So the first step mesti tukar base, confirm. So let's tukar base. Log base x 32 x power 4. First step is to change base. And what base, the information is in base 2. So kita tukar jadi log base 2, log base 2. And what is the formula to change base? We will letak the log punya number atas. So the 32 x power 4 letak atas. And then the log base I will letak bawah. Okay, macam ni. And then for the log base, I letak 2 lah. Sebab saya nak base 2 mah. That's why. Okay, so ini memang cara dia untuk tukar base. Okay, now I sudah berjaya tukar jadi base 2. And I notice that the log x base 2 dah boleh ganti M dah. Okay. Soalan kata in terms of M. Your answer should be in terms of M. Okay, so log x base 2 dah boleh letak M. Tapi yang atas ni you jangan letak M. No. Yang atas ni is log 232 x power 4. So I think I have to do something here. So what I will do is, okay, the 32 and x power 4, hubungan dia darab. Yeah, it's like multiply. Okay, they multiply together. So when you have single log multiply, kita boleh separatekan dia jadi separate log plus. So it becomes log 232 plus log 2 x power 4. Okay, yeah, single log times separate log plus. Okay, so now you can see that for this side, the power when you letak depan, dia akan jadi 4 log 2x. Okay. And then later this log 2x boleh jadi m lah. So it becomes here what? Plus 4m and then over m. Betul? Because log x base 2, tengok. Ni log x base 2 m kan? Okay. Okay, then what about the log 32 base 2? Okay. Walaupun log 32 base 2, you tak boleh tukar jadi log x base 2. Okay, maksudnya you tak boleh tukar jadi m. Tapi, you boleh tukar jadi log 2 base 2 sebenarnya. Okay, and kenapa saya tukar jadi log 2 base 2? Because I know log 2 base 2 boleh potong jadi 1. And you need to think about 2 power berapa dapat 32. And 2 power 5 is 32. Okay, 2 power 5 is 32. And kenapa saya buat macam tu? Because when I change the 32 to 2 power 5, the 5 I can write in front here. And then the log 2 I can potong jadi 1. So it's just left with this. So this is your final answer. 5 plus 4m over m. Okay, okay, sudah siap A. Okay. Okay, let's do B. The price of gold increased from RM330 per gram to X per gram by the equation such that P equals, okay, this will be important, this formula, 330 bracket 1.05 power T. So I think this one is useless already because they already, include the information inside the formula already. Okay, so they say the price of gold increase, right? So P stands for price of gold. P represents price of gold, okay? And then the 330 is the original price. And you can see that dia darab dengan 1.05. It means dia darab dengan 105%. It means every year dia increase 5%. Every year increase 5%. Okay. And then T is for you to masuk the years. Okay. So let's say if I want to know after 1 year, what's the price? So you just take the first year punya price, 330, darab dengan 1.05 power 1. And then you will get the price after 1 year. Okay, you darab dengan 105% lah. But if the year is 2, it means you have to darab 1.05 2 kali lah. That's why 1.05 power 2 lah, macam ni. Okay, now I understand the formula. Now let's see what I want. Find number of years means cari T or cari P? Number of years mah, so cari T lah. Okay, so kalau dia suruh cari T, dia kena bagi P lah. So ada tak dia bagi? When the gold price exceeds RM530 per gram. Okay, you jangan pergi ganti 530 dalam T sini. Kalau you ganti macam ni, salah. You ganti macam ni, it means you are finding the price after 530 years. And that's wrong. Because 530 is not the years. 530 is the price after T years. So the 530 is actually ini P dia. Okay. And they got say exceeds. So apa yang saya kena buat? You bukan ganti T3 530, bukan ganti T3 530. You have to ganti P 530. And it will be like this. It will be P exceeds 530. So like this. RM, like this. P bigger than 530. Okay. Because they want the price to exceed 530. So they want the P to be exceed. Dia punya symbol jadi besar macam ni. And P means you take the whole thing. The whole formula. 330 1.05 power T bigger than 530 macam ni. Okay. Okay. Sekarang kita boleh cari T. Okay, and apa yang dia nak T kan? Okay, so let's try to do it now lah. So what we do is you pindah 330 first. Okay. Yeah, and the moment I pinna 330 is because I want it to be uh single base on both sides. Okay, what is 530 divide 330? 53 over 33. Okay. Okay, now you realize it becomes an indices question already. You see, something power something equals to something. Something power something equals something, right? So for this question, macam mana you buat? First, you have to check whether this number and this number can tukar same base or not. Kalau boleh tukar jadi same base, then you tukar jadi same base and then you compare, you banding. Because if they can change to same base, then the base sudah sama already on both sides. Then the power you can also compare. Just compare the power, then get the answer lah. But if you cannot change to same base, then you have to use another method, which is you kena tambah log both sides. And for this case, memang tak boleh tukar same base. Because this one is like ada decimal, like macam perpuluhan, and then ada pecahan lagi. So it's like confirm tak boleh tukar same base. So you have to letak log. Okay, and when you letak log, you have to letak log both sides. And you will always use log base 10. Okay. Okay, when we tambah log, we can tambah log any base, but we will only either use base 10 or base E. Okay, base 10 or base E. But I will not use base E lah. Base E I will only use when the soalan is a natural log punya soalan. It means when the soalan ada E ataupun ada ln, baru saya akan guna log base E. Okay, otherwise I will just use base 10. Tapi kalau nak guna base E pun boleh. Sebab you punya calculator ada button untuk log base E. The ln button, right? If you use log base E also, you get the same answer. Okay, but let's use base 10 lah. So 1.05 sini, power boleh hantar depan, and then 53 over 33. So now to find my T, I just tekan ini bahagi ini lah. Okay, so log 53 over 33 divide 1.05. Okay, if I write in 4 significant figure is 9.711. Okay, I need you all to be careful here. So this is bigger, bigger, bigger kan? Symbol dia besar, besar, besar. What is the symbol I have to write here? Bigger or smaller? Okay, this will be bigger. Okay, this will be bigger. Okay, bila masa kita kena terbalikkan simbol ni? When we divide by negative, right? That is why it's important to check whether this value is positive or negative. Okay, okay, and let me tell you, log 1.05 will be positive. Okay, if you tekan log 1.05 separately, you tekan log 1.05 equal, they will give you a positive value. Okay, dia akan bagi positive. That's how you know that you tak payah terbalik. But let me tell you something. When you tekan log 0 point something, let's say log 0.3, this will give you negative. Okay, if you don't believe me, tekan now. Log 0.3. Confirm they will give you negative one. That is why I said you have to be careful. Because you won't know whether it's positive or negative unless you tekan separately. Faham maksud saya? So this one you always have to double check, tekan and see whether you get positive or negative. And you remember when you tekan log 0 point something, you automatic mesti dapat negative one. Okay, but this one is log 1 point something lah. That's why it's positive. So when you divide positive, tak payah terbalik. So your T will be 10. Okay. Yeah, because the answer here is T has to be bigger than 9.711. So upper number yang bigger than 9.711. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, semua lah. 9 tak boleh lah. 9 is not bigger. Okay. So they are asking you how many years, right? So we can say 10 years. Okay. Yeah, 10 years. 10 years, then the gold price will exceed 530 ringgit per gram. So I'll write years here. Okay, this is the answer. Okay. Faham, Okay, sudah siap. Okay, let's do number 5. So number 5 says derive the formula sine square. Okay, ini dia silap. This one is theta here. So sine square theta plus cos square theta equals 1 based on the right angle triangle below. Okay, so ini soalan jenis derive. And also this is form 5. Form 5, I think it's chapter 6. Yeah, the trigonometric function. Okay, so when we learn this chapter, we got learn about basic identities. Okay, saya tak tahu you ada hafal ke tak. Tapi memang student kena hafal basic identity ada 3. And the first basic identity is this. Sin square theta plus cos square theta equals 1. Okay. But this question, they never ask us to use this formula. Dia tak suruh kita apply formula ni. Dia suruh kita derive. It means we have to show them step by step macam mana datangnya formula ni. Derive means macam ni lah. You kena prove. Ataupun you kena tunjuk macam mana datangnya formula ni to derive the formula. And then they say based on the right angle triangle given below. Okay, let me tell you this basic identity, sin square plus cos square theta equals 1. This formula actually come from Pythagoras theorem. Yeah, it actually come from Pythagoras theorem. And let me tell you what I will do now. So I will jadikan sini theta. Okay. And since my formula ada sin and cos, I will find out the sin theta and cos theta first. Okay. Yeah, sin and cos. So what is the formula for sin? Okay, soh ka toa. So depan angle kita panggil opposite, depan 90 kita panggil H, yang ni kita panggil adjacent. So sin formula dia adalah soh. opposite bahagi hypotenuse, O bahagi H, so A over C. And then cos adalah A over H, so B over C. B over C. Okay, tangent saya takkan cari. Yeah, because the basic identity now, the formula tak ada tangent. So I just do this. And then now I will write down the Pythagoras theorem. Because remember, I told you, right, this formula comes from Pythagoras theorem. So if you refer this right angle triangle, which one is the longer side? C, right? So it will be A square plus B square equals to C square. Macam ni. Okay, A square plus B square equals to the longer side C square. And if and what I will do now is I will divide everything by C square. Okay, I will divide everything by C square. Kenapa? Sebab saya nak jadikan C square ni, I want to jadikan dia 1. Yeah, because the basic identity, the right side is a 1. That's why I divide everything by C square. So it becomes A square over C square plus B square over C square equals to C square divide C square, satu lah. Okay. And you will realize that sini, dua-dua ni ada square kan. So when both the nombor atas and nombor bawah, dua-dua ada square, kita boleh tulis square dekat luar macam ni. And then the A over C right there. Yeah, because dua-dua pun square mah. Yeah, same with this. Okay, I can do like that also. B over C square, square tulis luar bracket, and then equals 1. And don't forget A over C, I write here already. A over C is exactly sine theta. So it becomes sine theta square plus B over C, which is cos theta square, equals to 1. Okay. Tapi bila kita buat sine theta square, maksud dia adalah sine theta darab sine theta. Okay, macam ni. Tapi kita tak tulis sine theta square macam ni. Kita tak tulis macam ni. That's not the right way to write. Square, kalau kita tulis, kita akan tulis dekat sini. Okay. When we take sine theta times sine theta, we get sine theta square. But the square, we don't write it like at the theta like this. We write it here. This is the correct way to write it. So that's why it becomes sine square theta plus cos square theta equals 1. And you can see this formula is this formula. Okay, this is the basic identity already. It means saya sudah berjaya derive formula ni lah. So now I can just write the word derived. Okay, so this is how you derive the basic identity. Okay, that's all. Okay, sudah siap? Let's do B. B dia kata sketch the graph of trigonometric function y equals 3 cos 2x. So this is a sketch punya soalan, but it's a trigonometry punya. So when you sketch, you have to know the shape. Mesti. You kena tahu dia punya shape dulu. You have to know how the graph looks like. Okay, before sketching, you need to know the shape. And also you need to know the important points lah. Okay. Okay, so what will be the shape of this graph? So let's do a rough. Let's conteng-conteng dulu. So kita conteng sini dulu. So this is not the real one. Ini kita main-main saja. So kita main-main dulu, tengok macam mana dia punya shape. So 3 cos 2x. Okay, cos 2x means dia ada dua cos graph. This is cos 1 graph, cos 2 graph. Okay, and the 2 here means that you have to draw 2 cycle in 360. In 360, that's the keyword, in 360. So 2 cycle, this will be 360 ataupun 2 pi lah. Okay, and then the 3 in front means that the amplitude maximum minimum value should be 3 negative 3. Okay, sudah siap, ini jawapan dia. Okay. And you can see that this graph is very easy to sketch because dia tak ada modulus, dia tak ada plus minus, dia tak ada negatif depan sini. Sebab kalau ada negatif depan nanti kena terbalik lah. And then kalau ada plus minus belakang kena apa? Move up lah, move down lah. Kalau ada modulus you kena reflect lah, itulah inilah. Okay, tapi ini dia tak ada. It's very simple. That is why it's like easy to draw, right? So let's draw the real one now. So sekarang kita draw yang sebenar punya. So this is my y-axis. Okay, and the x-axis I can draw in the middle. Yeah, because the graph tak ada move up, move down. So, yeah, dia akan jadi macam ni, kosong. Sini akan jadi y. Okay, so I already know paling atas guna sampai 3. So, 1, 2, 3. And then, so this is 3. And then here will be negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Okay, lebih kurang sini lah. Okay, and sini mesti ada 4 potongan, right? But I don't want to potong dulu. I want to lukis dulu. Yeah, it would be better if you draw the graph first. Nanti baru potong. Okay. Because if you potong now, then later you have to, how to say? You have to match the potongan. So I think it's better if I lukis cos graph dulu. So let me lukis now. So like this. So that is 1 cos graph. And then that is 2 cos graph. Right? And of course you have to make sure these points are same level. And these 2 points are same level. Negative 3. Okay, now it's time to letak potong sini. Okay, some students, they don't know how to potong. They will potong like, oh, sir, sini 90. Salah. Okay, let me teach you. Where is 2 pi? You potong the 2 pi first. So 2 pi is here, right? Okay, after you potong the 2 pi, then you cari pi. So pi will be the middle. So definitely pi is here lah. Right? Okay. And then the 90 should be here. Yeah, the 90 should be here pi over 2. And this will be 3 pi over 2. Ini baru potongan yang betul. Okay. It means what is here? This is not 90 actually. This is 45. Ini sebenarnya 45. Sebab dia cos 2x. When it's cos 2x, yeah, there will be 45. This is 135. This is 225. This is 315. Okay, macam tu. But you don't have to label these points. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I sudah siap already. Sketch the graph for this. Siap. Let's write down the equation 3 cos 2x. Okay, done already. Now we can do C. Hence, on the same axis as in question B, determine the number of solution. Okay, number of solution means dia nak tentukan berapa intersection point. How many intersection point, number of solutions. And then they say for the trigonometric equation, this one lah. Okay. Okay, so what we have to do now is we have to draw another graph inside here. Yeah, kita kena lukis satu lagi graph here and determine, and then after we draw another graph, then ada dua graph lah. And then kita cari ada berapa intersection point. Okay. Okay, but what will be the other graph? Okay, dia ada bagi equation sini. Okay. And this equation, what you have to do is you kena jadikan supaya dia ada y. Yeah, you have to try your best to jadikan supaya benda ni ada y. Okay, so that you will know the equation of the graph you are trying to draw. Okay, yeah. So equation yang dia bagi kita sekarang tak ada y. Yeah, so we don't know what like, because equation mesti ada y equal something one. Then baru kita boleh tahu apa yang kita nak kena lukis. So my mission now is to jadikan dia ada y. So how you do that? You refer B. You refer the last question B. So when you refer the last question B, you realize y is equals to what? 3 cos 2x. Ataupun nak tengok sini pun boleh. Oh, I silap. This one ada 3 sini. Okay, I just realize I silap tulis sini. Y equals 3. Okay, so nak tulis sini pun, tengok sini pun boleh, tengok sini pun boleh. So what I will do, I will try my best to change this supaya dia jadi 3 cos 2x. Because when dia ada 3 cos 2x, then I boleh tukar jadi y. Okay, so kebetulan I see that this thing, 2 cos square x minus 1, memang boleh tukar jadi cos 2x. Because of the double angle formula. Yeah, because I already hafal already the double angle. So what's the double angle formula? Cos 2x boleh tukar jadi cos square x minus sin square x. And then boleh tukar jadi 1 minus 2 sin square x. And boleh tukar jadi 2 cos square x minus 1 also. Okay. Yeah, this is why I always ask my student to hafal. Okay. Okay. Okay, so dia akan jadi apa? 3, okay, 2 cos square minus 1 boleh tukar jadi cos 2x. So cos 2x lah. Equals to x over pi minus 2. And kenapa saya buat macam tu? Because I want to replace this with y later. Okay. So now it becomes y equals x over pi minus 2. And saya sudah berjaya dapatkan saya punya equation of the new graph. So what I will be drawing now, a straight line. Yeah, this is a straight line. How I know it's a straight line? Because the x power is power 1 and also the x duduk atas. Okay, and the x duduk atas means this is a straight line. Y equal mx plus c. So now my job is to cari point and then lukis the straight line and then kira ada berapa intersection lah. Okay, so usually when we draw, we will ganti kosong. Okay, yeah, when we cari point, we will ganti x kosong. So 0 over pi is 0, 0 minus 2, negative 2. So let's go and find 0, negative 2. So this is 0. So negative 3 is here mah. So this is negative 1, lebih kurang sini lah. So this is negative 2. Okay, betul lah, 0, negative 2. And then for the other point, you can sub with, maybe you can sub with when x is pi. Okay, yeah. And when you sub x is pi, pi dengan pi boleh potong. Okay, pi divide pi potong is 1, tinggal 1. And then 1 minus 2 is negative 1. So the point here is pi negative 1. So it's like lebih kurang here lah. Okay. Okay, let's find another point lah. Let's find another point for 2 pi. Okay. So when x is 2 pi, macam mana? Pi potong tinggal 2 sini. 2 minus 2 is 0. So 2 pi 0 dekat sini. Okay. Okay, sebenarnya nak cari 2 point saja pun boleh. Okay. You nak cari 10 point pun boleh mah. You want to find 10 point also can. But we don't have time lah. But at least minimum you kena cari 2 point. Yeah, you need to at least find 2 point. Kalau 1 point tak boleh. 1 point how to join the line. It needs to have at least 2 points baru boleh join. But I find 3 point lah. 3 point is the safest one lah. Okay. Okay. Tapi nak cari 2 point pun boleh sebenarnya. Okay, so let's join using ruler. And it should pass us through all the points, right? Okay, I can see my graph. Dia tak melalui point yang ini tau. So what we can do is we can erase and then make it sentuh lah, like this. Okay, pi negative 1, right? Macam tu. The reason why tak sentuh is because saya tak ikut skala sebenar. Okay, so automatic mesti ada sikit-sikit cacat sikit lah. But it's okay, you can just adjust a bit, then dah nampak cantik lah. Okay, so y sama dengan apa? What is the equation of line? X over pi minus 2. Okay, sekarang final step, kita boleh tulis dia punya NOS ataupun number of solution. Bilangan penyelesaian. So, berapa bilangan number of solution? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. Ini bukan. Ini bukan. You have to look at the cost graph and the straight line. So, this is the cost graph and this is the straight line. Okay, so the intersection ataupun the persilangan is 4 lah. 4 penyelesaian. Okay, and that's the answer. Sudah siap? Okay, that's all. Okay, let's do question number 6. Diagram 2 shows 10 a.m. on a wall clock. Okay, let's check. So you can see that the hour hand is at 10 o'clock and the minute hand is at the 2. It means this is 10 minutes. So 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. Okay, and it's a.m. Pagi. And dia ada bagi 30 cm sini. So I think the 30 cm is the diameter of the clock. Yeah, 30 from here to here. So that's the diameter. So automatic kita dah tahu radius dah. Okay, the radius of the clock is 15. Okay, so dia kata, let's baca sini. The wall clock has a diameter 30 cm. Okay, kita I sudah tahu. And the length of the minute hand is 4 over 5 times the radius of wall clock. And the radius of wall clock is 15, right? So kita boleh terus cari the length of minute hand sekarang. So what is the length of minute hand? It means this length. So the length of the minute hand is 4 over 5 times with the radius of wall clock. So 4 over 5 times the radius of clock, 15. And then 5 dengan 15 boleh potong 3 times 2, 12 cm. Okay. Maksudnya, from the center to the clock sini adalah 15. Tapi the minute hand punya panjang 12 cm saja. It means there is a, like a, how to say? There is a gap between there's a gap here lah. Faham kan? Yalah, sebab you punya minute hand mesti a bit shorter mah. Takkanlah yang ini longer. You faham tak? Tak ada logik mah. Kalau you punya radius clock 15, takkanlah you punya minute hand 16. Dia punya radius. Takkan, right? Dia punya panjang takkanlah. So the minute hand mesti shorter than 15. It must be shorter than the radius so that it has some empty space here and so that the minute hand can move. Macam tu. Okay, they say use pi 3.142. Okay, this is definitely from 5 chapter 1. Okay, circular measure. Okay. Yeah, sukatan bulatan. Okay, so let's do A now. Find the angle subtended by the minute's hand when it's moved to 10:50 a.m. in radian. Okay, so I will use red color. Move to 10:50. Okay, where is the minute hand now? 10:50. So I think, okay, we only look at the minute hand, right? We don't care about the hour hand. So this minute hand dia akan move jadi 10:50. So dia akan duduk dekat sini dah. Okay. Okay. Originally is here. Okay, but now it moves to here, 10:50 a.m. And dia nak suruh cari angle subtended by the minute hand when it move, right? Okay, dia nak cari angle in radian. Okay, we have a problem now. Are they asking for this angle or this angle? Cari sudut. So, yalah saya tahu dia gerak from here to here, right? Tapi ada dua sudut yang, okay, it will form two angles, right? It's either this angle from here to here, but it can also be here to here, right? So which angle do they want? Okay, I know the schema find this angle. Is it? Let me look at the schema. Yeah, the angle go and find this angle. But I don't think the schema is correct. Let me tell you why. Because the soalan here says, cari sudut yang dicangkumi oleh jarum minit tersebut apabila ia bergerak ke pukul 10.50 pagi. Find the angle subtended by the minute hand when it move. So, if you imagine how the minute hand move, it will move in a clockwise direction. Dia akan gerak macam ni. Dia tak gerak macam ni. Because dia mesti ikut arah jam like this. So, I think the angle subtended when it move, it will be here. Okay, I think this is what they want. Okay, but the schema did it different. Yeah, schema buat lain. Because the schema go and find here. Tapi saya takkan ikut schema. Okay, I will follow. I think saya rasa schema salah. Saya rasa this is the answer. Okay. Yeah. I think we have to consider how it like the direction. Yeah, the clockwise direction. So I think this is what they want. Okay, I'll just stick to my apa intuition here. I don't want to follow the schema. So how to find the angle here? Let's see. Okay, do we have the arc? We don't have the arc here, and we don't have the area of sector, and we don't have any information yang kita boleh buat. Okay, I think I know now. Because if you look at the clock, okay, dia sebenarnya ada satu circle is 360 degree, right? Satu circle is 360 degree. So if you want to find this theta, okay, it's actually 360 degree, okay, satu circle 360, but you can see that it's divided into 12 equal section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? So what you can do is you can take 360 divide 12, because when you do that, you will get satu sini berapa kan? But then you will times berapa? Okay, you can see this angle is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sections saja. So you take 360 bahagi 12 to dapat one section ni berapa degree, and then darab dengan 8. Because this is 8 section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So sini darab 8. Okay. So it becomes like this. Okay. But since they want in radian, I will not use 360 here. I will convert the 360 to radian. And 360, one circle in radian is 2 pi. So now you can do it. 2 and 12 cut 6. 8 divided 6 is 4 over 3 pi. Okay. So the answer here is 4 over 3 pi radian. Okay. Okay, if you want to tekan the pi also can. Just tekan 4 times 3.142 divide 3, and you will get 4.189 radian. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, okay, I know my answer not same with the schema, because the schema go and find here, right? Okay, but I don't care. I think I will follow my working here. Yeah, I won't follow the schema. Okay, I already explained why. I already explained why I think this is the answer, not the atas punya. Okay, let's do B1. Hence, find the perimeter of sector traveled by the minute hand. So let's go. So the B1, find the perimeter of sector traveled by the minute hand. Perimeter of sector traveled by the minute hand. So which sector are they talking about? Is it this sector? I don't think so, because the minute hand didn't even pass through this part. Because I told you already, the direction is ikut arah jam, clockwise. So I think the sector they're talking about is this sector right here. Okay, they're asking you to find this sector. Okay, but we have a problem, and it's a big problem. What problem you have? Because there is a gap between the minute hand and the circle punya side here. So what happens is, let me draw for you. So the minute hand will move in this like this, right? So this is how the minute hand move. So we will find the area of this. Okay. So you perasan tak, kita punya area sector ni dia tak termasuk sini. Dia tak termasuk apa area yang luar sini. Yeah, because the minute hand will not reach that spot. Faham tak? You punya minute hand the minute hand, sebab panjang dia 12 cm saja. So ada lagi 3 cm gap here, and the minute hand won't be able to reach this part. Okay, so the soalan says perimeter of sector traveled by the minute hand. I think what they mean is perimeter of sector traveled by minute. It means I only finding this sector. It means the sector is here, here, here only. Okay, it means that later when I find the perimeter, I'm finding 12 plus 12 plus this arc. Bukan 15, 15. It will be 12, 12. Okay, so I'll do it here. 12 plus perimeter equals 12 plus 12 plus the arc. And the arc, we can use the formula S equals R theta. The R is 12, of course. The theta will be in radian, which is 4.189. Macam ni. Okay. And then I will tekan all this to get the answer. Okay. Okay, the answer is 74.268. Okay. Okay, let me press 24 plus 12 times 4.1. Yeah, 74.268. Okay. And I will write in cm lah, because this is perimeter. Okay, that's all. That's the answer. Okay, second question. Find the area of the surface that the minute hand does not pass through. So dia nak cari area that the minute hand does not, tidak dilalui oleh jarum. Okay, yang mana yang tidak dilalui oleh jarum? So let me lorate for you using blue color. So we already know this is the area yang jarum tu melalui sini. Okay, because the jarum will move to here, right? So where's the area yang jarum tidak melalui? It will be here, 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 but not just here only. Here also. This is also the area yang jarum tidak melalui. Because I told you already, the jarum is only 12 cm. So there is a gap of 3 cm here where the jarum cannot reach this spot. Okay. So it means I'm finding the area of the blue color, including the outside here. Okay. And how you find the area of this shape? You have to find the area of big circle minus with the area of this sector. Itu cara dia. Okay, how to find the area of whole circle? You can just use pi r square, the formula pi r square. So dia akan jadi pi r square, right? So I'll just write area. Okay, pi r square, pi dia kata guna 3.142, and the radius it will be 15 because you are finding for the whole circle. For the whole 15. It will be 15 the radius. But when you minus with the area of sector, the sector radius is only 12. Because you tolak dengan ini mah. And this one, the radius is only 12. So you and the formula for area of sector is 1/2 r square theta. So dia akan jadi 1/2, r is 12 square, theta is 4.189. Okay, and then this is the answer. Okay, 3.142 times 15 square, you akan dapat 706.95. And then 1/2 times 12 square times 4.189, you get 301.608. And final answer, 405.342 cm square. Okay, so this is my answer. Okay, I know my answer is completely different with what the schema did. Yeah, because the schema did the other way. Yeah, they did the opposite. Like for the for the does not pass through, they go and find they go and do the whole circle and then minus this part. Okay, but I already explained why is it I already explained to you why I think the schema is wrong. Okay, it's because they say pass through like you fikir logic, the jarum pass through sini lah, right? The pass through mesti jarum sini mana ada pass through sini, because you move in this direction ikut arah jam. Okay, anyways, I will just stick to my working here lah. I won't follow the schema. Okay, that's all. Hope you understand. That's all. Okay, let's do number 7 now. Okay, just by looking at the diagram, I think this is a integration soalan from 5 chapter 3. Okay, pengamiran. Okay, so let's read the soalan. Diagram 3 shows a curve x equals 3y square plus 2. Okay, I can see it. And a straight line PQ which is parallel to y-axis. So this PQ line and y-axis is parallel. Okay, I think this negative 2 is supposed to be here. Okay, dia silap tulis. Okay, so this line and this line is parallel. It means this point P and point Q will have the same y coordinate. Macam mana saya tahu dia ada same y coordinate? Because dia straight dia vertical. Dia kata dia parallel dengan y-axis. It means that this is memang straight lah. So kalau dia memang straight means sini 90 degree and dia punya y coordinate sini mesti same y coordinate. And we can find the y coordinate actually. Yeah, you know why? Because I already know the x coordinate for P is 2 and then this one is negative 2. So I can just sub the 2 inside here. So it becomes what? X equals 3. Silap. It should be x equals 2, right? So it becomes 2 equals 3y square plus 2. X yang kena ganti tu. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry. I silap, guys. Silap. Let me start over again. P and Q dia ada x coordinate yang sama. Tadi saya cakap y coordinate kan. Saya silap, sorry. So x coordinate dia sama. Yeah, because you can see that they have the same x coordinate because this is 90 degree. But the y coordinate is different. The point P y coordinate is 2. The point Q y coordinate is negative 2. So in order to find x, you just ganti y 2 lah. Yeah, just ganti y 2. So it becomes x sama dengan 3y square plus 2, y ganti 2 like this. So it becomes x equals 2 square 4 times 3, 12 plus 2, 14 like this. 14 2. Okay. And then for this, I have to ganti y negative 2. So 3 times negative 2 square plus 2. But guess what? You get 14 also. Because when you take negative 2 square, it's positive. Positive 4 and then times 3, 12 plus 2, 14. So memang saya tak tipu you. Memang dia ada sama punya x coordinate 14. And there's one more point we can find, which is this point. Okay. Yeah. When I do integration question, memang saya suka macam ni kan. Saya just cari semua important points. I will just find all the x-intercept, y-intercept. I don't care about what the question asks. I don't care. Okay. Memang saya suka buat macam ni kan. And I want you all students to buat macam ni also. Okay. Just find out all the important points. All the x-intercept, the y-intercept, the intersection points, semua cari. Okay, doesn't matter if they never ask you to find. Doesn't matter, just find it. Just cari saja. Okay, because It will help you later, believe me. Okay, we can find this point. This is the x-intercept ataupun pitasan x for the curve. So to find this, you ganti y kosong. So kosong square kosong, kosong darab 3, kosong, kosong tambah 2, 2. So these two. Okay. Okay, I think these are all the points that I can find already. I already try my best to find all the points I can find. So now let's do A. Determine the coordinate of point Q. So I think you can show this working. Okay, you can show this working. No, this one, yang bawah ni. Okay, so let's show that. Let's write that again. 3 2 square plus 2 x equals 14. Okay, and then point Q 14 negative 2. Okay, make sure you write this baris lah. Because kalau dia suruh cari coordinate means you kena tulis dalam tulis bracket 14, comma, negative 2 like this. This is how you write coordinate. Okay, sekarang kita boleh buat B. B, they says find the area of shaded region. Okay, this is the shaded region, right? Okay, how do you find this shaded region? Okay, when you find area, you will use the integration method to find it, right? And kalau dia integrate towards x-axis, dia punya formula will be integrate y dx. But if you integrate towards towards y-axis, dia akan jadi dy sini, sini jadi x, right? So this is the formula we will use, right? But you have to decide. You have to decide whether you want to integrate towards x-axis or towards y-axis. So what do you think? Just look at you can look at the shaded region and tell me. You bagi tahu saya, this shaded region, dia adalah in between curve and x-axis ataupun in between curve and y-axis. In between curve and x-axis or in between curve and y-axis, the shaded region. In between curve and y-axis. You can see that this region is in between. This is the curve, this is the y-axis, and the region is in between the curve and the y-axis, right? So in that case, we can use this formula, integrate x dy. So dia punya area formula nanti akan jadi integrate towards y-axis. So sini dy and then sini x. Okay. Okay. Another way to decide is you can also look at the equation. Kalau you punya equation x equals, mesti high chance you will use this formula. Tapi kalau dia bagi equation yang dia bagi y equals, okay, means y single, then high chance you use this. Faham macam tu. Okay, so this one is x equals, is integrate towards y lah. And also we can just integrate sekali terus dapat already. You know why? Because the shaded region is already how to say? This line is straight, and also the shaded region memang lekat dekat y-axis. Dia memang is already like sticking on the y-axis. So we don't have to do anything complicated. We just have to straight away integrate macam ni, and the limit will be negative 2, 2. And we don't have to worry about like, oh sir, like atas x-axis positive, sini negative. No. When you use y-axis to integrate, kita tengok kiri kanan. So when you use y-axis, if the shaded region is on the right side, automatic is positive. Okay. But if you integrate towards x-axis, then it's different lah. Because yang atas, you will get positive, nanti sini dapat negative. It means you have to integrate separately. And then for the bawah punya part, you kena letak modulus. Itu kalau you guna x-axis. But when you're using y-axis, you can just buat macam ni. Tak payah ambil what something minus something or something plus something, tak payah. Because the shaded region is already lekat on the y-axis. It's already lekat. It's already sticking on It's already like stick on the y-axis, right? It's already like shade until the y-axis. Okay. That's why we can do like that. Okay, so for the x, I will erase and put in the equation curve 3y squared plus 2 like this. Okay. But I do want to mention one thing. You can also integrate towards x-axis for this question. Yeah, can also. But if you integrate towards x-axis, you have to take area of rectangle minus area of this. Minus area of this. Okay. But this area have to minus 2 times lah. Okay. Yeah. You have to find this area. Okay, the area of rectangle would be 14 times 2. Sorry, 14 times 4. Yeah, because the panjang here is 4. Okay, which is 56. And then you have to minus this area 2 times. And how to find this area is you have to integrate from 2 to 14. But then if you do like that, you have to use this already. Okay, and then you kena jadikan y single. You kena pindah sikit lah. Okay, and then you get this area. And then you just take the 14 times 4 minus this area 2 times. Because got another side here. Okay, but as you can see, it's much more, the step is much more like lama kan, it's like much more, the working will be more longer lah. That's why you didn't see me do it like that. Okay, but if you do it like that, you will get the same answer. Yeah, believe me, you will get the same answer. I already tried it myself. Okay, because when I did it the first time, that's how I did it. I did the using x-axis. But then after I finished it, I realized there is a faster way to do it, which is just doing it like this. But I end up with the same answer, so doesn't matter. Okay, so let's do it the simple way. Integrate 3y square dapat 3y power 3 over 3. Because when you integrate, power kena tambah 1, and then you have to divide with the new power. Integrate 2 is 2y. Okay, 2y. Kalau dx, you tulis 2x. Kalau dy, you tulis 2y. And then this is 2, negative 2. Now the 3 boleh potong. And now we have to ganti 2 dalam. And then tulis dalam bracket ni. And then ganti negative 2, tulis dalam bracket ni. And then in the middle here, you have to minus. Okay, ganti 2 dulu. 2 power 3 is 8. And then ganti 2 sini, plus 2 times 2, plus 4. And then ganti negative 2, negative 2 power 3, negative 8. 2 times negative 2, negative 4. Now you get 12 minus negative 8 minus 4, negative 12. And what is 12 plus 12? 24. And this is area, right? So we write unit square. Okay. Okay, this is the B answer. The area of shaded region is 24. Sudah siap. Let's do C. Find the volume generated when the shaded region is rotated 360 about the y-axis. So it's also talking about the same region, shaded region, but this time you want to find volume and they want to rotate 360 about y-axis. Okay, for volume you tak boleh pilih integrate towards x or y. You have to ikut the soalan. Kalau dia kata revolve y-axis, rotate y-axis, automatic is dy one. And the formula will be pi x square. Okay, that's how you find volume. Dia punya formula ada pi, ada square. Then what if this one is dx? Then this one is pi y square lah. Macam tu lah. And also you don't have to take something minus something because your shaded region is already in between the curve and the y-axis. And this two line is already a horizontal line. So there is no, we don't have to like, how to say, divide this into two region and then like integrate separately. No need, no need. When you use y-axis, the right side, everything positive one. So yeah, can straight away one, just do it in sekali terus. Okay, the limit will be from negative 2 to 2. Yeah, because you integrate towards y-axis from negative 2 to 2. So sini tulis negative 2, sini tulis 2. Okay, pi boleh tulis depan and then integrate negative 2, 2. And then here I have to masukkan x square kan. So let's look at the equation. X is 3y square plus 2. So then what is x square? X square would be 3y square plus 2, 3y square plus 2, and then square. Okay, and then square. Okay, but this one you can expand, right? So after you expand, it becomes what? It means we don't integrate first lah. We expand first. So it becomes negative 2, 2 here. Okay, when we expand, kita ambil 3y square kuasa 2. So you will get 9y power 4. And then the next step is 3y square times 2. And then times 2 again. So 3y square times 2 is 6y square times 2 is 12y square like this. And then the last step is 2 square, we get 4 like this, dy. Okay, now baru kita start integrate. When we start integrate, we letak big bracket and the power have to plus 1. So 9y power 5 divide 5. Tambah, same thing. 12y power 3 over 3. Integrate 4 is 4y because it's dy. And then tutup bracket. 2 negative 2. 12 dengan 3 boleh potong, tinggal 4. And then sekarang kita boleh ganti. So when we sub, it becomes pi. Okay, we open two bracket like this. Okay, the first bracket is for us to ganti 2 dalam. So when you ganti 2, 2 power 5, 32. 32 times 9 divide 5. Okay, let me press calculator. 32 times 9 divide 5. 288 over 5. That's what my calculator give me. Tambah 4 times y power 3. Okay, 2 power 3 is 8. 8 times 4, 32. Okay, and then plus 4 times 2 is 8. Y ganti 2. Okay, now ganti negative 2. Negative 2 power 5, negative 32. But I have to times 9 divide 5. So I get negative 18. Negative 2 power 5. So negative 32 times 9 divide 5. Okay, negative 288 over 5. And then plus dengan 4y power 3. But the y ganti negative 2. Negative 2 power 3 is negative 8. Yeah. And then negative 8 have to times 4, right? So negative 32 lah. And then here will be plus 4 times negative 2, which is 4 times negative 8. And don't forget here, middle have to write minus. Okay, itu memang formula dia. Okay, so pi. Okay, now we tekan all this. 288 over 5 plus 40. So I dapat 288 over 5 plus 40. Okay, I dapat 488 over 5. 488 over 5. And then sini minus, so saya pun minus. And then yang ini saya tekan. Negative 288 over 5 minus 32 minus 8. So I get negative 488 over 5. So what is 488 over 5 plus 488 over 5? Let's tekan 488 over 5 times 2. Okay, saya dapat 976 over 5. Okay, jap. 488 over 5 plus 488. Yeah, I get this. 976 over 5 pi units cube. Okay. Okay, I'm looking at the schema, but the schema bagi lain. So what happened? Let me double check. Wait. Wait. 36 minus. Huh. Did I make a careless mistake here or 9y? Okay, 3y squared plus 2 kuasa 2. So when you kuasa 2, 3y, 9y power 4 lah. 3y squared plus 2 power 2. So you get 9y power 4 plus 6y squared, so 12y squared plus 4. So betul lah, right? And then when you integrate, 9y power 5 over 5 plus 12y power 3 over 3 plus 4y, 2 negative 2. 2 ganti 32 times 9 over 5. 32 times 9 over 5, betul lah, 288 over 5 plus 2 power 3, 8 times 4, 32, 2 times 4, 8. Betul, negative 32, negative 288, negative 2, negative 8, 32. Okay, I think I did everything correctly. Let me tekan this one more time. 288 over 5 plus 32 plus 8. 488 over 5 betul minus negative 288 over 5 minus. Yeah, I think I did everything correctly. 488 over 5 plus 488 over. Okay, I think I did everything correctly. So yeah, I think sudah betul di. Okay. Okay, but the schema answer is different. I'm not sure why. Okay, but I'll just leave it at that lah. I think I did everything correctly. Okay. If you guys saw my mistakes, maybe you can tell me. But I think I did everything correctly. Yeah. Yeah. But memang this set the schema ada banyak salah. Yeah, when I did it the first time also I realized it already. The schema ada banyak salah for this set. Okay, but for now I will just leave it like this. Okay, if you have any questions or anything, you can put a comment and I'll answer you in the comments. Okay, that's all. Okay, let's do bahagian B now. Okay, bahagian B dia kata bahagian ini mengandungi 4 soalan, jawab 3 soalan. Okay, in this video I will jawab semua. I'll jawab semua 4 soalan for this video. Okay, number 8, diagram 4 shows a closed cylinder. So dia adalah cylinder yang tutup with a height of 15, radius R. So I can see it here, height 15, radius R. Okay, soalan A dia kata given that the volume of cylinder is 375 pi cm square. So kita ada volume of cylinder formula sini. Okay, not a formula lah, but they give you the answer for the volume 375 pi. Okay, and then show that the A is equals to this. Okay, what is A? I think this A dia tak tulis, but I think it represents total surface area. Yeah, dia tak tulis, sebenarnya dia kena tulis lah, but they never write it. But actually, I will tell you now, the A is actually the total surface area. Dalam bahasa Melayu, jumlah luas permukaan. It means this one is the luas permukaan. Okay, let's talk about the formula first. So what's the volume of cylinder formula? Pi r square h. Okay, and then let's talk about the total surface area of cylinder formula. It will be 2 pi r square because the cylinder got 2 circle and then tambah dengan 2 pi r h. Okay. Ya, kalau you tak tahu dua formula ni, you tak boleh buat soalan ni. Ya. Okay. But if you notice here, the total surface area yang dia tulis dekat sini is in terms of R. Betul? Is in terms of R and pi lah. Okay, is in terms of pi and R. Right? But according to the total surface area formula, dia akan jadi 2 pi R square plus 2 pi RH. Tapi yang ni dia takkan sama dengan ni. You tahu kenapa? Sebab yang dia tulis sini tak ada H, tak ada height. It means that later the height, I have to find another equation yang H in terms of R. Faham maksud saya? Because they want you to show that the A is in terms of R only. Okay, dia tak mau H sini. But the total surface area formula requires height. Memang kita kena ada height untuk cari total surface area. It means that before I find the total surface area, I need to form another equation for H in terms of R dulu. Supaya nanti bila kita cari total surface area, H tu kita boleh ganti dengan equation yang H in terms of R tu. Faham? Tapi sir, macam mana nak cari satu equation baru yang H in terms of R? Okay, senang. You guna ini. You guna volume. because dia ada bagi information volume is 375 pi, right? So use this formula, and don't forget now my job is to cari H in terms of R. So what I'll do is I'll masuk the formula here, pi R square H sama dengan 375 pi macam ni. Okay? And the H you don't go and ganti 15, no, no, don't do that. Because if you ganti 15, you want to find H. You want to find H in terms of R. If you ganti 15 dalam, then you can't find H already. You want to find H in terms of R. Okay, so pi bahagi pi boleh potong. So H sama dengan 375 over R square. Okay, this is the equation I'm looking for. H in terms of R. And kenapa saya buat macam tu? Sebab sekarang saya nak cari total surface area. Formula dia adalah 2 pi R square plus 2 pi RH, right? But since the one they want us to show is in terms of R only, that's why the H I buat ni dulu lah. And then the H I ganti sini lah. Now make sense, right? Now you faham kan kenapa saya buat macam ni. Okay, now it becomes 2 pi R square tambah. Okay, this R and the square can potong. Yeah, because di sini satu R. So R kuasa 2 bila potong satu tinggal satu R sajalah. So sini tinggal satu R bawah. And then 2 pi times 375. 750 pi. Okay. Ya, you darab atas. Yang 2 pi ni you darab atas saja. So this is the answer lah. And as you can see, yang ini sudah sama dengan sini. Okay. So bila sudah sama, kita dah show lah. We can write the word shown. Okay. Ya, soalan jenis show memang macam ni. Dia akan bagi jawapan and then you tunjuk dia punya working. You show them how you get that answer. Okay, sudah siap. Let's do B. Find the approximate change. Okay, I know already. This one is under small change. Perubahan kecil. Differentiation. Okay. Because when you see the word approximate, it means small change. Perubahan kecil punya soalan. And the perubahan kecil kita akan guna simbol delta. Okay, delta. So what they want now, approximate change in total surface area of cylinder. It means they want to find delta A. Okay, yeah, the small change. And then they say when the radius increase from 5 to 5.02, so the radius are 5 to 5.02. So 5 is the original value, and then 5.02 is the new value. So can we find the small change in R? Yes, just take the new value minus old value. 5.02 minus 5 is 0.02. Like this. And then such that its height is constant at 15. So H dia 15. Okay, ini semua information yang dia bagi. I already write down everything. Now it's time to find the delta A lah. So this is the final answer. Okay, for small change, you kena tahu satu formula. dy dx is almost equals to delta y over delta x. Okay, but of course, this case is not dy dx lah. It will be dA dr. Because your equation is A in terms of R. So it will be dA dr equals to delta A over delta R. And delta A kita nak cari. Okay, it means that the delta R and the dA dr kita kena cari sendiri sekarang. But the delta R I have already 0.02. So now my job is to get my dA dr punya value. Tapi untuk cari dA dr, you kena differentiate A in terms of R punya equation. And you already have the A in terms of R equation is here. Okay. But okay, wait. Okay, if I terus differentiate this, okay, boleh jugalah. Tapi if you differentiate this, what you get? Okay, then what's the use of this H15? Because if you differentiate this, kalau you differentiate any, you will get 4 pi r, and then this one is 750 pi r power -1. So you get negative here, negative 750 pi over r square. And then the r I can ganti 5, and then ganti masuk here dalam lah. Okay, but then the H15, this information will be useless already. Right, the information will be useless already. So saya rasa saya takkan buat macam ni. Yeah, I think I will not do it like that. Instead, I will go back to this. I will go back to this formula, 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h, and the h I will sub with the 15 here. Okay, that because I want to include this information in my working. Okay, so dia akan jadi apa? 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h, and the h I masuk 15. And the reason I'm doing it like this is very simple. Is because if I terus differentiate ini, saya tak guna information, the H15 punya information, I never use it. And saya rasa dia bagi ni mesti dia nak kita guna kan. So yeah, that's why I do it like that. Okay, so now it becomes A equals 2 pi r square plus 15 times 2 is just 30 pi r. Okay, now we do dA dr. Okay, Okay, when you differentiate, you ambil power darab number depan sini and then power minus 1. So 2 times 2 pi is 4 pi. Power minus 1 is just r power 1 lah. Tambah, okay, differentiate 30 pi r, just 30 pi. You left with this. Now you ganti the r. Now you ganti the r. So the r you always ganti with the original value, 5. So dia akan jadi 4 times pi times 5 tambah 30 pi. Okay, 4 times 5 is 20 pi sini. 20 pi plus 30 pi is 50 pi. And the 50 pi is the dAdr. Now we can use this formula. dAdr is almost equals to delta A over delta R. dAdr is 50 pi. Delta A is the final answer. Delta R is the 0.02. And the delta A, you just tekan 50 darab 0.02. The pi I won't tekan. So 50 times 0.02, you dapat berapa? Dapat 1, 1. So the answer is just 1 and then pi here lah. So the delta A answer is pi. Okay? Yeah, that's the answer. Okay? Okay, so that's it. That's all. Okay, let's continue. Number 9. Okay, this one is a linear law punya chapter. Form 4 chapter 6, I think. Yeah, linear law. So yang ni kena guna graph paper. Okay, let's read the question. Table 1 shows the values of two variables x and y obtained from experiment. The variable x and y are related by this equation such that a and b are constant, and then bagi table A suruh plot graph, B suruh tukar linear form, find A, B. Okay, boleh. First step is I will change to linear form first. I know they ask us to change during B, right? B baru dia suruh tukar linear form. Tapi saya memang suka terus when we do linear law question, I will always teach my student, kalau dia sudah bagi, you terus tukar jadi linear form. Sebenarnya nak tukar nanti pun boleh. If you don't want to tukar now, you want to tukar at the end can also. Okay. But I lebih suka terus tukar. Terus tukar sekarang. So I will tukar sekarang. 2y square equals to a squared x plus b. Okay, how do you change to linear form? It means you nak tukar jadi y equal mx plus c, right? But macam mana nak jadikan dia y equal mx plus c? Okay, you have to make sure your equation punya y-axis match with the graph punya y-axis. Tapi sir, what is the graph punya y-axis? Okay, you tengoklah sini. Dia kata plot y square against square root x. It means they want the y-axis to be y square and they want the x-axis to be square root x. So you punya equation punya y-axis have to match with the graph punya y-axis. Okay, and also the x-axis also have to match lah. Okay, so what is the y-axis? They want y square. It means the 2 mau ke tak mau? Tak mau. So buang 2. So the 2 we can buang, and how you buang, you pindah to the other side jadi bahagi. So it becomes a bahagi 2 square root x plus b over 2. Like this. And you can see that my equation punya y-axis sudah sama dengan graph punya y-axis. And not only that, the y equals mx plus c. You can see mx plus c, the x-axis from my equation also match with the x-axis in the graph. So maksudnya dah siap lah, inilah linear form saya. Y sama dengan mx plus c. The y-axis sudah match, the x-axis pun sudah match. Maksudnya gradient nanti pun sama dengan gradient of the line of best fit. The gradient will be a over 2, the c will be b over 2. And you will need this later when you do question B. Because question B, they want to find a and b. And if you don't do this first, how macam mana you nak tahu, right? How you know what's the gradient and the y-intercept kalau you tak buat ni dulu. Okay, so that is the linear form. Okay, the next part is to buat table. Okay, walaupun soalan tak suruh kita buat table, but you have to do table also. Because table yang dia bagi ni tak boleh guna. This table is y against x. I need y square against square root x. Okay, so I need to draw a new table for and find out the value for square root x and y square. Kita tak boleh guna ni dah. So what we do now, I will draw a new table lah. Okay, so for my part A, okay, this is my B working actually, because I already see the B they want to do this, right? So for my part A working, I think I'll just do it here. Okay, and for the part A working, it will just be a table. That's all. It's just a table. Okay, it's just a table. Let me make some space. Okay, so I will just make for the A, I know they ask us to plot graph, but without the table you can't plot. So that's why the part A you have to write some working, and the working will just be a drawing table lah. So sini ada berapa point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So sini pun ada 6 point lah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this will be x square. Square root x. Silap. Sebab square root x. And then the y-axis will be y square like this. And then this 1, 4, 9, 25, 36, 49, you have to square root lah. Because you are trying to find square root x, right? So you have to square root everything here. Square root 1, 1. Square root 4, 2. Square root 9, 3. Square root 25, 5. Square root 36 is 6. Square root 49 is 7. Okay, and then for the y square, you have to tekan ini semua square lah. Okay, so 1.55 square, 2.40. 2.14 square, 4.58. Okay, use your calculator to help you. And always write two decimal place. Okay, why write two decimal place is because this is a graph question. For graph, if you want to plot the points later, you will always write two decimal place only. Okay, yeah, because it's a graph. Okay, 2.55 square, if you write in two decimal place, is 6.50. Okay, and then this one 3.27 square, 10.69. Okay, use your calculator to help you. 3.57 square, 12.74. And then the last one is 3.85 square, 14.82. Okay, I'm done with the table. So now we can draw the graph now. Okay, they got give us scala here. So let's follow the scala. 2 cm to 1 unit on the square root x-axis. So later here will be 1, 2, 3, 4 until what's the highest value? 7. Okay, so this is your x-axis. And then the 2 cm to 2 unit on the y square. So here will be 2, 4, 6, 8. Sampai paling besar is 14.82. So I think you can go up until 16 lah. Okay, yeah, because the highest is only 14.82. So sini guna 8 kotak, sini guna 7 kotak. So 1, 7, 2, 16. Let's draw it. Oh, and by the way, everything is positive. Yeah, all the values are positive. So your zero, you can letak bawah kiri. So bawah kiri kosong and then 1, 7, 2, 16. So bawah kiri letak kosong, sini 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then sini 2 sampai 16. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, one more 16, and then here 16. And then this is the y square. Yeah, y square, right? Okay, and then this will be all the values in between will be 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 16 lah. Okay, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and this is the square root x, right? Okay, now I'm done drawing the axis. Ini dia punya paksi dia. Sekarang kita boleh buat kita punya plot punya point lah. Okay, I think okay, wait. Let me make it like smaller a bit. Okay, let me draw the axis. So like this and like this. Okay, I will write the tajuk of I will write the title now. I mean the tajuk of the graph. Okay, so the tajuk will be graph of siapa against siapa. So it will be graph of y square against square root x. Okay, graph of y square against square root x. Actually, this tajuk you can write last kali nanti tulis pun boleh. Okay, but I write it now lah. Okay, if I write it now, then later I don't need to write it already. Okay, now the only thing left is to plot the point lah. Okay, 1, 2.4, let's go. 1, 2.4, 1 dekat sini. Okay, satu kotak kecil is 0.2. Yeah, because 2 divide 10. The difference here is 2, 2, 2. So 2 divide 10 is 0.2. So where is 2.4? Okay, 1 dekat sini, 2.4 is just 2 tambah 2 kotak. Ya, tambah 2 kotak. Because satu kotak is 0.2 mah. So 2 naik 1 is 2.2, naik lagi 2.4. Done. Next one, 2, 4.58. 2 dekat sini, 4.58 dekat mana? Okay, 4 naik 1, 4.2, naik lagi 4.4, naik lagi 4.6. 4.58 is 4.6 turun sikit. Okay, turun sikit. So lebih kurang sini lah. Okay, so it means 4 naik 3 kotak and then turun sikit. Okay, next point is 3, 6.5. Let's go. 3, 6.5. 3 dekat sini 6.5. 6 naik 1, 6.2, naik lagi 6.4, naik lagi 6.6. So 6.5 should be middle. It will be exactly between 6.6 and 6.4. Ayo, so difficult. 2, 4, 6. So it's like exactly middle, because this is 6.4, then 6.6, 6.5 here middle. So it's like 6 naik 2.5 lah. Naik 2 kotak and then naik half kotak. Okay, next one. 5, 10.69. Okay, easy. 5 is here, 10.69. Okay, 10 dekat sini. Naik 1, 10.2, naik 10.4, naik 10.6, naik lagi 10.7. But I want 10.69, so 10.7, wait, 10, wait. 10, 10.2, 10.4, 10.6, 10.8. So 10.8 here, 10.6 here. But I want 10.79. So 10.8, 10.8 turun sikit is 10.79 lah. Betul lah. Apa dia mau? 10.69. Oh, bukan 10.79, 69. So 69 dekat mana? 10.2, 10.4, 10.6, 10.8. So yeah, I think correct lah. Yeah, lebih kurang lah. Betul already. Correct already this one. So 10.2, 10.4, 10.6 mah. 10.6 naik sikit is 10.69 lah. And if you naik lagi sampai sini is 10.8 already. So 10.69 is somewhere in between 10.8, somewhere in between 10.8 and 10.6. Okay. Okay. Okay, next one, 6, 12.74. 6 dekat sini, 12.74. Okay, 12 dekat sini. Naik 12.2, 12.4, 12.6, 12.8. So 12.8 turun sikit is 12.74. Okay. Okay, next one. 7, 14.82. So 7 dekat sini, 14.82. Okay, 14 naik 14.2, naik lagi 14.4, naik 14.6, naik lagi 14.8, and then 14.8 naik sikit is 14.82. Okay. Okay, I'm done with all the points. Now it's time to draw the line of best fit. So you will take out your ruler and then start joining the points. But when you join, you want your straight line to touch the most point. Okay, you want your straight line to join most paling banyak point, and also the point that yang tak sentuh, try to make it balance. Okay, yeah, try to make it balance. Okay, so what I will do, I will join the first 2 point first. Okay, your line of best fit is definitely not like this. Definitely not like this. Because you can see that this line, dia sentuh 2 point, and all the rest of the point all duduk bawah. So I don't think this is a good line. So maybe let's try to adjust my ruler a bit. See whether I can make it sentuh banyak point tak. Okay, so you can see once I adjust a bit, I realize that it can actually touches more points, right? Okay, so let's make it touch the first point. Okay, the first point memang boleh sentuh kan? And let's try to adjust this part of the curve, of the line, I mean. So we adjust. We will get the 6. So we adjust a bit, and we will end up with the line of best fit. Okay, so let me. Okay, what if I do like that? This is not good because you need the drop bawah. So maybe I put down a bit. Uh, okay, wait, wait. Okay, I think this is good. Yeah, I think this is good. Okay, so I can see that bukan semua point yang sentuh, but at least it's sentuh banyak point lah, right? And also the point yang tak sentuh is like very near to the line also. Okay, so we can just panjangkan. Okay, let's adjust a bit. Okay lah, I think this is the best one already. Yeah, this is really good. I'm really happy with how I draw it, because you can see my line actually touches this point, and it touch this point, and it touches this and touches this, right? This 2 point tak sentuh, but it's very near to the line. And also this point duduk bawah sikit saja, and then this point duduk atas garisan. Tapi pun atas sikit saja. It's like only half kotak difference. So this is like perfect already. Okay, it couldn't get better already. This is like memang the best fit already. Okay, yeah. So I'm happy with the line. Okay, yeah. So don't worry too much about being perfect. Okay, don't worry too much about being exactly same with the schema. You don't have to be perfect one. This one just kalau you punya garisan sentuh paling is like you make sure it's join the most points then it's fine already. Then it's considered correct already. Okay. Later I will need the y-intercept. So that's why you kena buat panjang sikit. Kena lukis sampai dia sentuh y-axis. Okay, now we can do part C. I mean part B. Okay, part B, this is from the graph, change to linear form. Okay, I already did it in the beginning. Find the value of A and B. Okay, you need to know the A is not gradient. Tengok betul-betul. A over 2 baru gradient dia. And then B over 2 is the y-intercept. Okay, B over 2 is the y-intercept. But the y have to use huruf besar. Okay, the big Y. Okay, so now we can find the gradient and the y-intercept from the graph, from the straight line of best fit, and then masuk dalam sini lah. Okay, let's do y-intercept first. So the y-intercept I can straight away baca already is like here, right? So this is 0.4. Okay. So straight away I can write already 0.4, and then the b is 0.8. Okay. Okay, now it's time to find gradient. Okay, when you find gradient, you need two coordinates. Okay, you need 2 points, two dual point. So you can choose any 2 points, but it has to be on the line of best fit. Okay, okay. So I think I can choose the 0.4. Okay, and another point I can choose. I think I will choose 4. Yeah, I'll choose until 4. And let me tell you why. Because the point at 4 here is very easy to baca. You can see it's exactly here, right? Yeah. So it's like I can choose this point 4, and then the coordinate will be 8.2, 8.4, 8.6, like this. Of course, you want to choose the one at 5 also can. Like mana-mana boleh lah. Just choose any 2 points. Tak semestinya sama dengan saya. Yeah. Okay. So now I will join these 2 points. Okay. So they will form a right angle triangle. Use ruler. Use ruler to join them like this. Okay. Now we can find the gradient. So the formula is y minus y over x minus x. 8.6 minus 0.4. Okay. Divide with 4 minus 0. Okay. Okay. So your a over 2 equals. Okay. Now we can use the calculator to press the answer. Okay. My calculator give me 2.05 for the gradient. But this is not your answer because they are asking you to find A. Okay, so A over 2 is the gradient. So to find A is 2.05 times 2, and I get 4.1. Okay, yeah, so this is the answer. Okay, I'm looking at the schema now. So the schema got give you range. Dia ada bagi satu range, right? And yeah, memang saya punya jawapan dalam range dia. So this is considered correct. Okay, so if your answer is not same with me, don't worry. As long as it's within the schema range, then it's considered correct already. Okay, so sudah siap lah. So the full mark for this is 10 marks. Okay, 5 marks for part A, 5 marks for part B. Okay, that's all. Sudah siap. Done. Okay, let's do question number 10. Represent each of the following situation by sketching the standard normal distribution graph and express the shaded region in probability notation. Okay, this is definitely under Form 5 chapter. I forgot it's chapter 5, is it? I think it's chapter 5, yeah. It's called probability distribution. Okay. And this question is a bit different because they ask us to sketch. Yeah, they want you to sketch the normal distribution graph. Usually they don't ask us to sketch one. Yeah, more because I did a lot of Addmaths trial set already. So most of the time they don't ask us to sketch one. But this one they ask us to sketch. So kita kena sketch lah. Okay, so we already see the word normal, right? Yeah, we already see the word normal already. So this is a normal distribution question. It means later we have to use the Z punya jadual. Yeah, we have to use the Z value table, the jadual. Okay, let's read the soalan first. The time taken by team to complete the assembly of an electrical component is found to be normally distributed. So it's a normal distribution question. With a mean 110 and a standard deviation 10 minutes. Okay, so there's some information here. So I think I should write it down. So the first thing, mean 110. So mean something like 110. Standard deviation 10. Okay, why they give us the mean and standard deviation is for us to change to Z value later. So that we can tengok kita punya Z jadual. Okay, the Z score table. Okay, now we can do A. Out of a group of 20 teams, how many will complete the assembly within 105 minutes? Okay, let me tell you what is 20. 20 is the NS. Okay, and let me tell you what is NS. This NS come from the basic probability formula. The PA equals to NA over NS. Okay, and the way I teach my student is I said this is the special probability formula. We will use this formula when the soalan asks for number instead of probability. Okay, okay, what is this formula? Like for example, if I say probability of boy, then the formula will be number of boy divide NS. NS is the total. Okay. What if I say probability of girl? Then this will be number of girl. This will be total. Okay. What if I say probability of red color? Then this will be the bilangan red color over total. Macam tu. So the A depends on what they want lah. But in this case, they want how many within 105 minutes. So it means that this will be the probability for 105 minutes. This will be the bilangan orang ataupun bilangan team, bilangan pasukan yang within 105 minutes, and then this one will be total. And the 20 is the total. 20 teams. So later you already know your NS is 20 already. What you're trying to find is the NA. Because they're asking how many will complete the assembly within 105. So it means yang saya nak cari is the NA. And the A represents team that complete within 105 minutes. It means I have to find the probability now myself lah. And the probability has to be probability within 105. Okay. So what I have to do now is to find the probability for time in between 105 within 105 and then masuk dalam formula ni. Okay, masuk dalam sini and then darab 20 to get the number. Faham ah? Okay, so the plan now is to find probability first. Okay, because you can't find the bilangan team first. The soalan asks for how many, right? But you need to get probability first. You dapatkan probability dulu. Okay, what is the probability? Time within 105. So you can let X, jadikan X itu time, and within means what? Smaller or equals 105 minutes. Okay? Because within means like dalam masa ni, it cannot be longer than this. So it has to be smaller or equals 105. Oh, and one more thing, kalau you tak tulis line ni, tak apa. Yeah, the line is not important. You nak tulis smaller pun boleh, smaller or equals also can. Yeah, because in normal distribution, the line won't make any difference one. Yeah, it will not affect your working. You will still get the same answer if you put the line. If you put the line or you don't put the line, it's like the same thing one. So don't worry about the line. For normal distribution lah. But for binomial distribution, don't then the line is important. But for normal, the line is not important one. Okay. Now it's time to change to Z value, and don't forget they actually ask us to sketch the standard normal distribution graph. So later after I change to Z value, I need to sketch. Okay, let's change to Z first. Let's change to Z first. So it becomes PZ smaller or equals. Okay, the formula to change to Z is take the X value 105 minus mean 110 divide standard deviation 10. So you end up with PZ smaller or equals. Tekan this, you will get negative 0.5. Okay. And now you can start to sketch the normal distribution graph. So I'll use red color to sketch. So I will sketch. Where should I sketch? Okay, I'll just sketch beside here lah. Okay, so you look like this. Okay. Okay, this will be the 0. Okay. And then this will be the PZ. Okay. And then this is the Z value. And this will be the probability for the Z value. Negative 0.5 duduk dekat sini. Okay. Yeah. And then since it's smaller, the shaded region is here. Okay. But the soalan says what? Sketching standard normal distribution graph and express the shaded region in probability notation. So what is the shaded region in probability notation? This one lah. PZ smaller negative 0.5 lah. Okay lah, but I tulis also lah. PZ smaller negative 0.5. Okay. Okay, now we can continue our working from here. Smaller negative boleh tukar jadi bigger positive. Okay. Kenapa boleh tukar macam ni? Sebab the bell shaped curve is symmetrical. So when it's symmetrical, you can flip this to the other side jadi bigger positive. Okay. But only when smaller negative can flip like that. Okay, now we can refer the jadual. We can baca jadual. Okay, I want you to know that when you baca jadual, you have to make sure Z bigger positive baru boleh baca jadual. Okay. Okay, so sekarang sudah Z bigger positive lah. Okay, but you need to know that when you baca jadual, ada dua cara untuk baca. Satu cara you baca dari luar. Satu cara you terus baca dari dalam. So you tell me, this one you kena baca dari luar or baca dari dalam? Okay, you have the Z value or you don't have the Z value. If you have the Z value, you baca dari luar. Kalau tak ada Z value, you baca dari dalam. So sekarang you ada tak Z value? Ada kan? You punya Z value is 0.5. Okay, positive 0.5. So you have to baca dari luar and cari 0.5. You don't have to look at the tolak punya column. Sebab dia tak ada, dia ada satu decimal place saja. So just look for 0.50 and then straight away that's the answer ni. Okay, macam tu Okay, so now I'll go to the Z value table to find 0.5. So let me scroll up. Okay, so mana 0.50? As you can see, it's here. So the answer is 0.3085. That is the probability. Okay, so go back down and write 0.3085. Okay. Okay, this is the probability. But the soalan ada suruh cari probability ke? Tak ada mah. Soalan suruh cari number of teams. How many teams? Out of 20 teams, how many complete within 105? Okay, the probability for team complete within 105 minutes is this. So what is the number of teams? You times with the total lah, times with the 20. Because you use this formula, right? So let's use this formula. The formula is PA, which is the probability 0.3085 equals to the NA, which is what I'm trying to find, over NS20. And to find NA, you just darab. Yeah, this one just darab. Pindah atas jadi darab. Okay, when you tekan this, you will get 6.17. Tapi bilangan team dia tak boleh ada decimal. Okay, dia tak boleh ada titik perpuluhan. This one is bilangan team. So, it has to be integer lah. So, how many teams? 6 teams. Okay, 6 teams. So the NA is, so I'll just write here dot 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 6 teams. Okay, the extra 0.17 we don't count it as one team. So how many teams complete within 105 minutes? 6 teams lah. That's all. That's the answer. Okay. Okay, let's do question 2. More than 2 hours. Okay. Hey, but here they ask in minutes, right? The mean is in minutes, the standard deviation is in minutes, but this one is in hours. So I think I have to convert this to hours. So 2 hours is 120 minutes because 2 times 60. Okay, now we can do the probability of X more than 2 hours. Okay. Hey, but later you have to times with 20 also. After you finish finding the probability, you kena darab 20 also. Because this question also they ask for bilangan. They never ask for probability, they ask for bilangan. Okay, so first step, change to Z value lah. Macam tadi lah. Just repeat the same process like what you did just now. So PZ bigger than 2 minus mean, bukan 2, 120 kan? Silap. So let me do one more time. So this one is PZ, PX dulu. PX bigger than 120 equals to PZ bigger than 120 minus mean 110 divide standard deviation 10. Okay. Okay, what is 120 minus 110 divide 10? 1. Okay. Wait, is it? Yeah, 1 lah. Betul. Okay, so PZ bigger than 1. Kalau Z sudah bigger positive, you can straight away baca jadual already. You don't have to do anything. You can straight away go to the jadual and then straight away baca probability. But this question, they got asked us to sketch. So, we have to sketch. Okay, so let's sketch. Sama macam tadi lah. Buat macam ni. Okay, this is your Z. And then this is the probability for the Z value. This is kosong. Okay, Z bigger than 1. So 1 mesti positive, dia duduk sini. And then the shaded region will be here because bigger. And then this region, they said use probability notation, right? Express the shaded region in probability notation. So what is the shaded region? In probability notation is PZ bigger than 1 lah. Like this. Okay. That is the 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 shaded region in probability notation. This is how you write. So this is 1 and then this one. Okay, sudah siap. Okay, sekarang kita boleh cari probability. Just straight away go to the jadual and cari 1.00. Okay, yeah, because they already Z bigger positively, so no problem, we can straight away baca already. Okay, saya sudah nampak 1.00 dekat mana? Sini. So 0.1587 is the answer. That is the probability. So pergi sini tulis 0.1587 and then you sudah siap. And same thing, we have to use the probability special formula. PA equals NA over NS. So the PA will be probability 0.1587. NA kita nak cari. NS will be 100, will be 20. Okay, NS is 20. And in this case, the NA is the what? Is the number of team that complete in more than 2 hours. Okay, so that's why you take the probability for more than 2 hours times total 20. Okay, my calculator give me 0.1587 times 20, 3.174. Okay, so what do you think? How many teams here? 3 teams lah. Okay, 3 team yang complete more than 2 hours. 3 teams. Okay, so remember, bilangan team is like quantity. Quantity means it has to be integer. Integer means like tak boleh ada pecahan, tak boleh ada decimal. So you have to round off. Okay, so sudah siap. Now we can do B pula. Okay, I think B is like the other way one. You have to baca dari dalam. Okay, because this one is like baca dari luar kan, dia bagi Z value. So maybe this question dia akan tanya yang tak bagi Z value lah, kita kena baca dari dalam. Okay, let's read. If the management decides to set a cut-off time such that 95% of the team will have completed the assembly on time, what time limit should be set? Okay, when you see percentage can link to what? Percentage can link to what? Percentage can link to probability. Okay, so if I say 95%, it means that the probability is 95 over 100, 0.95. So this 95% is the probability of, so the 0.95 jangan tulis dalam bracket, you tulis dekat luar macam ni. Yeah, because that's the probability answer. Okay, then what you have to write inside? Okay, this 95% is for team yang macam mana? Completed within the time limit, right? Completed within the time limit. It means there is a cut-off time, and the cut-off time limit, they're asking you to find the time limit. So we can let K be the time limit. right? So we can write px smaller or equals k. And what is k? We jadikan k the time limit lah. So the management decide to set a cut-off time. Let's jadikan k the cut-off time. Okay. And since 95% completed on time, it means that the probability for x in before the time limit reach is 0.95. Okay. And I want to mention again, the line is not important. You nak letak pun boleh, tak nak letak pun boleh. Yeah. For normal distribution, the line tak penting one. Okay, now they say what time limit should be set. It means nak cari k lah. Okay. Yeah, use k to represent. Okay, now my job is to tukar jadi Z. Okay, ya, I kena tukar jadi Z, and then nanti kena lukis, and then baca jadual macam tu lah. But this one, you have to baca dari dalam. Yeah, you know why? Because you don't have the Z value. You will not have the Z value later. But you have the probability answer. Yeah, you have the probability answer. Okay, so you kena baca in reverse lah. You kena cari balik. Okay, let's change to Z value. The formula is K minus mean 110 divided standard deviation. What's the standard deviation? I forgot. Mean is 110, standard deviation is 10, sorry. Okay, and then equals to 0.95. And bila dalam sini tak boleh buat, dalam ni tak boleh buat because you don't have K, right? So the way I teach my student, kalau dalam tak boleh buat, you buat macam mana? You let C equals K minus 110 over 10. Okay, and then now what you do? You will, uh, you will rewrite the whole thing. Pz smaller equals C equals to 0.95. Okay, now we cannot baca jadual. Now we cannot baca jadual. We have to lukis dua kali. You have to lukis dua kali because you don't know whether your C negative or positive. That is why you, because you don't know your Z value now. So you have to do 2 times, lukis dua kali, because you don't know Z, your C positive or negative. Okay, so you lukis dua kali, but only one of these is correct. Okay, okay, the first one you assume C negative, the next one you assume C positive, but only one of these is correct. Okay, later I'll teach you how to know whether which one correct. Let's shade the region first. Smaller than C means you shade the left side. But if C is positive, then the left side will be like this already, right? So how to know whether which one is correct? Very easy. You look at the probability answer. If the probability answer is more than 0.5, then you choose the besar punya kawasan, the bigger region. But if the probability answer is lesser than 0.5, then you choose the smaller region. Now is 0.95 is obviously bigger than 0.5. So there's no way in hell that this area here is 0.95. It doesn't even make sense. So the 0.95 must be this. So the Z is positive. Okay, the C is positive. And why is it important to know whether C is positive or negative first? Because if you don't know the C positive negative, you will not know what method to use. You faham kan? Kalau you tak tahu C positive or negative, you don't know what method to use, right? So for example, if this C is negative, contoh lah, contoh. If this C is negative, what method will you do if this C is negative? You will flip to bigger positive straight away because Z smaller negative can straight away flip to bigger positive if the C is negative lah. But if the C is positive, like now, okay, like sekarang, you see the C is positive, what method will you do? You will take 1 minus because your shaded region, kalau dia sudah cross over the y-axis like this, you will take 1 minus, right? And if I don't draw, if I tak lukis, then I don't know which method I should do, right? Because if I don't draw, how will I know whether the C is positive or negative? And if I don't know the C is positive or negative, then I don't know which method to do. Then I don't know. Then I tak dapat buat lah. That's why kena lukis. Okay, now I know the C is positive. So now I know I have to take 1 minus. Okay. Because 1 is the total area for everything. So you minus dengan yang you tak mau sini. So yang you tak mau is the PZ bigger positive C punya part sini. You minus this part. Equals to 0.95. And to get PZ bigger than C, you can jadikan positif sini 0.95 pindah 1 minus 0.95 0.05. And now you can baca jadual. Okay. But this soalan got asked us to sketch, right? So I will use red color to sketch for you now. So how do you sketch? Okay, you tengok sini, right? So the sketching will be like this. Okay. And the C is actually K minus 110 over 10. So let's do that. K minus 110 over 10. And the reason why I know the C is positive here is because just now I sudah buat experiment. I already draw 2 times and I already realized that only when C positive, then only it will make sense. The probability would be 0.95. Okay, so where is the shaded region? I think it's like this, right? And then this is Z, this is PZ, and we also have to represent the shaded region using the notation. So the notation would be what? Uh, I think the notation. I think you just write the area only lah. Okay lah, just write the whole thing lah. PZ smaller than, yeah, just write this whole thing. Okay, smaller than K minus 110 over 10 equals 0.95. Okay. Okay, actually there's another way to write this. If you don't want to shade this region, you want to shade here also can. Yeah, you want to shade here also can. But if you shade here, then you will write something differently. You will write PZ bigger than K minus 110 over 10 equals 0.05. If you want to load it here. And why 0.05 is because 1 minus 0.95 to get the other side. Okay. Can also. So itu cara dia lah. Okay. That is why here I take 1 minus lah. That's why I take 1 minus here. Faham kan? Okay. Okay, but I will just do it like that lah. I will just shade like this. Okay, now it's time to baca jadual. But before I go to the jadual, I will tell you how to baca first. So, you don't have the Z value now. You tak ada Z value. So, you tak boleh baca dari luar. You kena baca dari dalam. And you have to terus cari 0.05 dalam sini. And you have to find 0.05 ataupun lebih sikit. Okay. So, cari 0.05 or lebih sikit. So, let's go to the Z value table, cari 0.05 or lebih sikit. And later your answer will be at the outside. Your answer will be on the outside here. Your jawapan will be here. Okay. But when you baca, you have to baca dari dalam. Okay, let's find 0.05. 0.05, 0.06, 05. Sini, sudah jumpa. Okay. So this one is 0.05. Tapi dia lebih sikit kan, 0.5. Okay, so it means later nak jadi 0.05. I want to make it, okay, let's make this like tebal sikit. Okay, so saya nak dapat 0.05 sekarang. Betul? So what do you think I have to do? I have to minus 5 lah. So let's go to the same baris, tolak minus 5 sini. Sebab ini kolom untuk tolak minus. So my answer will be at the outside. Okay, will be outside. So the answer will be 1.6 and then 4 and then this one tolak 5 and then my answer will be here. So my answer will be baca sini, baca sini. So my answer is 1.645. Itu jawapan dia. 1.645. And sometimes you have to put negative. But this one no need lah because you already try just now is positive, right? You already try just now your C is positive. So the answer is positive 1.645. But sometimes for the soalan yang you test dapat negative, then you have to put negative lah. Okay, don't forget your C is actually what? K minus 110 over 10. Okay, so K minus 110 over 10 equals 1.645. And now you can find K. Okay, and do you remember what is K? K is the cutoff time, right? It's the cutoff time. And that's what the soalan asks to find. Okay, 1.645 times 10 plus 110, you will get 126.45. And since this is the cutoff time, I have to write minutes. So if you go back to the soalan, yeah, what time limit should be set? So the time limit is 126.45 minutes. Okay. Okay, this one I won't round off because it's time. Yeah, it's not like pasukan, bilangan team or number of teams or pasukan, right? It's time. So time is possible to have decimal. Okay, so I think that's all. That's the answer. Okay, so that's it. Okay, let's do question number 11. This next question is a vector question. Okay, vector. From 4 chapter 8, I think. Okay, diagram 5 shows a triangle ABC. Okay, saya boleh nampak. The straight line PR intersect AB at point R. Let's check. PR intersect AB at R. Okay, betul lah. Okay, point Q lies on straight line PR. Let's check. Q terletak pada garis lurus PR. Betul lah. Okay, so far there's no information here. So far yang dia mention sini semua tak penting. Okay, given that BR 1/3 BA. Ini penting. Ini you kena label. So BR 1/3 BA means what? It means the ratio, BR punya ratio is 1 and then the BA ratio is 3. Okay, and kenapa saya cakap macam tu is because the 3 you can hantar sini. Bahagi hantar jadi darab. So it becomes 3 BR equals to 1 BA. And then you will draw a rainbow. So when you draw a rainbow, the BR ratio is 1, BA is 3. Okay, if the BA is 3, what is AR? 3 minus 1 lah. So you get 2 ratio here. And you kena bulatkan sebab ratio mesti bulatkan. Okay, next one is AC vector 4x. So A to C is this arrow 4x. Next one, BC 10x minus 9y. So BC is here. The arrow have to go from B to C. 10x minus 9y. So it means, can I find AB? Yes, right. I just go 4x, AC, and then plus CB. Okay, but the CB you have to tukar tanda lah, because the direction is the opposite direction. Okay, okay lah. Apa lagi? Soalan A. Okay, A1 cari BA. Okay, so A1 they want to find BA. Okay, how you find BA? You can go BC CA lah. BC plus CA. And kenapa saya buat macam tu? Sebab saya sudah ada BC CA. Okay, what is BC? 10x minus 9y. Okay, and I don't have to tukar tanda because the direction is already B to C already. Okay, but the CA I have to tukar tanda because the 4x is from A to C. I want C to A, so it will be negative 4x like this. Okay. Okay, x dengan x boleh buat, y dengan y boleh buat. So 10x minus 4x is 6x, and then y minus 9y dia seorang saja. So 6x minus 9y is the answer lah. Sudah siap. Second question, dia nak cari RC. Okay, let's look at the diagram. RC nak jalan macam mana? Okay, I think you can go R. Let's see. RB plus BC. Yeah, RB plus BC. RB plus BC. And for the BC nanti sudah ada. Tapi RB kita kena cari sendirilah. Okay, tapi senang saja untuk cari RB. Because RB dia adalah sebahagian daripada AB. Do you agree? RB is a part of AB. And you have the vector AB. Because just now you find BA already, right? AB is like just the same thing but kena tukar tanda lah. Okay, so RB is actually sebahagian daripada AB. And berapa portion dia? Berapa ratio dia? So R to B is 1 over total 3 of AB. Okay, not BA AB. R to B is 1 over 3 AB, bukan BA. Tambah BC. So BC is 10x minus 9y. Itu memang kita sudah tahu. So tulis saja. And then put bracket like this lah. Okay, so dia akan jadi 1 over 3 AB. AB kita boleh tiru sini. Tapi ini BA. Ini BA. So how to find AB? Just tukar tanda. So dia jadi negative 6x plus 9y. And then tambah dengan 10x minus 9y sini. Okay, now kita buat darab 1 over 3 first. So darab 1 over 3 means divide 3. Negative 6 divide 3 is negative 2x. 9 divide 3 is 3y. Tambah 10x minus 9y. Okay, x dengan x boleh buat. Y dengan y boleh buat. Negative 2 plus 10, 8x. 3 minus 9, negative 6y. So the answer is 8x minus 6y. Okay, sudah siap. Let's do B. So B dia kata given RQ equals MRC. Okay, this information I tak dapat label in the diagram. Yeah, I can't label the diagram because they never give me the M value. If they give me the M value, contoh like this, like 1 over 3. What happened? Wait. Okay, let's say they give me the M value, like for example like this. Like they give me M1 over 3 like this. Then I can label the ratio macam tadi lah. Tapi dia tak bagi M value. So I can't label this. Tapi tak apa. Kita standby, biarkan macam ni. And then BQ is NX minus Y. Okay. Such that M and N are constant. Find the value of M and N. Okay. Okay. Kalau ikut cara saya ajar saya punya student, I will teach them like this. For vector question, kalau dia suruh cari MN, you try to make MN into one equation. Faham maksud saya? It means you try to jadikan MN tu bentuk satu equation yang ada MN. Okay, means you try to make M and N gabung dalam satu persamaan, satu equation. And how you do that? Macam mana nak gabung MN into satu equation? You have to refer these two information lah. Because if you tengok diagram ada MN sini. If you look at the whole question dekat mana ada MN? Dekat mana ada MN? Sini ada MN? Tak ada. Sini semua tak ada. The only place with MN is here and here. So it means if you want to make M and N, if you want to gabung M and N dalam satu equation, we have to somehow combine these two information into one. Faham? Kita kena gabung dua information ni jadi satu. Okay, so that we get MN in one equation. Okay. Tapi sir, macam mana nak gabung dua information ni? Ini information RQ, ini BQ. Tak sama. Macam mana nak gabung? Okay, senang saja. You buat macam ni. RB plus BQ sama dengan RQ. And kenapa saya buat macam ni? Sebab kalau saya buat macam ni, nanti RQ saya boleh ganti MRC. And RC nanti sudah cari tadi. And then RB plus BQ, for the BQ, I can guna ni, NX minus Y, which is NX minus NY. And then for the RB, later I can find myself. Actually, I find already. RB is 1 over 3 AB, which is this one, which is negative 2x plus 3y. Okay, so it's like this, and then the RQ pun yeah, the RQ pun I ada already. RQ RQ is MRC ma, MRC, and then for the RC is this one lah, 8x minus 6y. Okay, yeah, and then I just do both sides, and then later I compare the coefficient of x, and then compare the coefficient of y, and then dapat jawapan. Faham ah? So let me explain how I did it, macam mana saya tahu kena tulis macam ni. Let me explain. It's because this one is RQ, this one is BQ. So what you do is, since you want to combine these two into one equation, you see what connection they have. So RQ dengan BQ apa connection dia? So RQ BQ, you see, let me do it here. So RQ is this line, BQ is this line. So what do you think is the missing line here? What is the missing line? What apa line yang missing, yang kita akan guna untuk complete the triangle? So to complete this triangle, we need another line which is RB, right? So I combine the vector using the RB line lah. Because when I masuk RB, I'm able to combine these three into one equation. So it becomes RB plus BQ equals to RQ. Ataupun ada student nak tulis RQ plus QB equals to RB. Can also. Can also. RQ plus QB equals to RB. Can also. Okay. Tapi kalau you tulis macam ni, nanti QB tu you kena tukar tanda lah. Because if you write RQ plus QB, later the QB here, because this one is BQ. So QB nanti you kena tukar tanda lah. But can also. You get the same answer. Can also. Sama saja. You dapat jawapan sama. As long as you combine M and N inside one equation, then it's correct already. Okay, I will continue now. So my job now is to do the left hand side, do the right hand side, and then later combine. Tapi but the left hand side should be single x single y. The right side also has to be single x single y. Then baru saya boleh banding. Okay, negative 2x plus nx, you can factorize out the x, so it becomes negative 2 plus nx macam ni. Okay, and then 3y minus ny, you can factorize out the y, so it becomes bracket 3 minus n bracket y macam ni. And for the other side, the m you just kembang saja, 8mx minus 6ny. Okay, now the left hand side tak boleh buat dah, the right side also tak boleh buat, but we can compare, we can banding. So when we banding, kita cari dulu benda yang sama on both side. So you can see both side also have xy, the other side also have xy. Okay, so now we will compare the number before x. So what's the number before x here? Negative 2 plus n. And then on the other side, what's the number before x? 8m. So dia boleh sama dengan lah. And then what about the y? 3 minus n here. And then the number before y is negative 6n. So equals to negative 6n. Okay, and then now we just solve for mn, then we get the answer already. Okay, let's find n first. So negative 6 pindah jadi plus 6, negative 1 plus 6, 5n. 3 hantar sana negative 3, n equals negative 3 over 5. Okay, wait. Saya ada buat salah ke? Saya buat silap, careless mistake. Okay, I made a careless mistake here. Ini bukan 6n, ini 6m. This one is not 6n. Yeah, it's 6m. Why? Because m darab 8x is 8mx. M darab negative 6, it should be negative 6my. Silap. Okay, so it should be 3 minus n equals negative 6m here. Okay, I silap. It means that I have to do simultaneous lah. Ya, kena buat penggantian penghapusan punya cara. Okay, let me tell you what I will do now. I will do the substitution method, penggantian. Tapi if you want to do penghapusan, can also. Okay, but I'll do substitution. And what I'll do is I'll jadikan n single, add m minus 2 pindah sini plus 2. And kenapa saya jadikan single? Because I want to ganti inside. Okay. Yeah, because both this equation have two unknowns. So I'm not able to find it. I have to use this. I have to do simultaneous. I have to do persamaan serentak. So dia akan jadi 3 minus bracket n, which is 8m plus 2 equals to negative 6m. Okay, now when you open the bracket, it becomes negative 8m minus 2 equals negative 6m. Okay, now I'm able to find m. So yang ada m I letak sekali. Okay, I will choose to letak m dekat on this side so that my m will be positive. Okay, negative 6 plus 8 is 2m, 3 minus 2 is 1, m is 1 over 2. Okay, you can use your calculator to help you. Okay, so now you can find n lah, ganti balik 1 over 2 plus 2. 8 divided 2 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6. So this is your n answer, this is your m answer. Okay, sudah siap. I hope you understand. Okay, now let's do C. Given RP is this such that H is constant, find value of H. Okay, let's go to the diagram and find RP. Okay, mana RP? RP is from here to here. So the vector from here to here dia dah bagi 12x plus hy. Okay. Okay, let me tell you what I will do now. I will try to find my own RP. Okay, I will try to find my own RP and then take my answer for RP vector sama dengan compare with the RP answer yang dia bagi. Kalau possible lah. Kalau possible. Okay. Because they give us the vector RP mah. Okay, like they give us for free, right? So I will try to find my own RP answer and then take my own RP answer compare with the RP answer yang dia bagi. Kalau possible lah. Kalau possible. So tell me, is it possible to find RP vector using like cari sendiri lah RP? Is it possible? Actually, it's not possible because dia tak ada bagi vector yang connect to P. Dia tak ada, like B tak ada join P, A pun tak ada join P, and also kalau dia join pun dia tak bagi vector AP tu berapa, and I don't think it's possible to find my own RP vector. Okay, then how? Then how to do? If we can't find the RP vector, we can't compare with this, right? Then how? Okay, there's another way to do it. Kalau you tak dapat cari RP, tak apa. You cari vector yang parallel dengan RP. You cari vector yang parallel dengan RP. Because when two vectors are parallel, then the two vector dia boleh sama dengan, tapi kena letak lambda, right? Yeah, but you have to letak lambda because when two vectors are parallel, dia boleh equal, tapi dia tak sama panjang, dia punya ratio tak sama, so you have to letak lambda. So what you can do now is you can find another vector that is parallel to RP. So you can see R to P, they will passes through Q and C, right? And since there's no way for me to find RP, then I can maybe find RQ or QC or RC or QC or whatever. And if you are smart, you will take RC because RC is half already. Like it's already, I already find it just now RC. So you don't have to do anything already. Just write down the RC vector like this equals to 8x minus 6y. Okay, let me ask you a stupid question. Okay, let me ask you a stupid question. Can I straight away take 8x minus 6y terus equal 12x plus hy? Boleh ke tak boleh saya buat macam ni? I terus ambil ini vector terus sama dengan ni. Boleh atau tak boleh? Tak boleh. Kenapa? Sebab ini RP, ini RC. Mana boleh? Okay. So tak boleh lah. Unless this is also RP lah. That is why just now at first I said, kalau possible you cari RP sendiri, then you cari macam tu. You buat macam tu. You cari RP sendiri and then compare terus, equal terus. Right? Tapi tak possible kan? That's why instead of finding RP, I find RC. And kenapa saya cari RC? Because RC and RP parallel. So, sebenarnya dua vektor ni dia boleh equals. Tapi kalau nak equal, you kena letak lambda. Okay? And the lambda is just to show that they are parallel, but dia tak sama panjang. Dia parallel, tapi dia tak sama panjang. So, you have to put a ratio here. And also, by the way, kalau lambda tu nak letak sini pun boleh. Sama saja. Okay? Nak letak sini pun boleh, sini pun boleh. Okay, in the end jawapan sama. So, okay, let's letak sini lah. So, lambda RC masuklah 8x minus 6y. And then RP masuk saja 12x plus hy. And now to find xy, you just kembang dulu. Expand. After you expand kembang, you compare. Okay, you compare x with x, y with y, then get the answer. Okay, so 8 lambda x minus 6 lambda y equals to 12x plus hy. And now you can see that the left side, on this side, you have single x, single y. On the other side also single x, single y. So you can compare x with x, y with y. But you compare the coefficient. Coefficient means the perkali ataupun the number before x. So the number before x is 8 lambda. On the other side, the number before x is 12. And then for the y, before y here is negative 6 lambda. On the other side is h. So now you can find lambda here. 12 divided 8 is 3 over 2. Okay. And then when you sub here, you get h equals negative 6 times 3 over 2. So your h is negative 18 divided 2, negative 9 like this. Okay. And the soalan asks you to find h, right? So yeah, that's the answer. Okay. Then what is this? What is the 3 over 2? That is the ratio. Yeah, that is the lambda. The lambda and the lambda is this. Is this value right here? Which means 3 over 2 RC equals to RP. And the 3 over 2 represents ratio for RC and RP. Okay, so hopefully you understand what my explanation. So that's all. That's the answer for 11. Okay, so let's have. Okay, now I'm at bahagian C. So bahagian ni mengandungi 3 soalan jawab Dua soalan. I will not jawab number 12. Okay, yeah, the kinematics I won't jawab. So I will jawab 3 soalan. Actually, they silap already this one. This one is 4. Yeah, it should be bahagian ni mengandungi 4 soalan, jawab 2 soalan. Okay, but in this video, I will jawab 3 soalan. Okay. Yeah, I will not jawab 4, I will jawab 3. It means I won't jawab the kinematics. Yeah, so number 12, I won't jawab. So I will skip this and I will jawab 13, 14, 15. Okay. But in exam, you just choose 2 only lah. Okay. But in this video, I recommend when you study 3 lah, so that you have 1 backup. Okay, so I will do 13 now. Okay, this is solution of triangle form 4 chapter 9. Okay. Okay, so any further wasting any time, let's start. Diagram 6 shows 2 triangles RSP QRP. Okay, saya nampak ada 2 triangle RSP QRP. RP is a straight line. Okay, I can see it. PQR is an acute angle. PQR, oh ini penting. Acute angle means the angle less than 90. It means it's quadrant 1 lah. So PQR mana? PQR sini kan. So let's write quadrant 1 like this to remind me that this is a acute angle less than 90. Okay, so let's do A1 now. So A1 says calculate angle PQR. So PQR means this angle lah, the acute angle lah. Okay, how do you find this angle? Can I use sine rule? Okay, if you want to know whether can use sine rule or not, you have to check whether you have the opposite of what you want and also 1 complete pair. If you have the opposite of what you want to find and 1 complete pair, then you can use sine rule. So do you have that? Okay, you have the opposite angle punya side, you have 15 and you have 1 complete pair. So yeah, you can use sine rule. So let's use sine rule. And since you are finding angle, sine, it means sine you have to tulis atas lah. So sine PQR over the opposite 15 cm equals to the complete pair sine 30 over 9. And if you tekan this quickly, you will get what? So sine 30 divide 9 times 15. So 0.8333. And then shift sign answer, you will get 56 degree 27 minute. Okay, kalau nak tulis dalam decimal boleh juga. If you want to write in titik perpuluhan. But I usually write in degree minute. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so they want to find angle PQR, right? And they got mentioned PQR is acute angle less than 90. So if you look at your answer now, your answer is less than 90. So that is the answer. But sometimes, what if your angle is not acute angle? What if your angle is like more than 90? It means obtuse angle lah. We call this obtuse angle. When the angle is like in between 90 and 180, it is quadrant 2. We call this obtuse angle ataupun sudut cakar dalam bahasa Melayu. So if sudut cakar, then you have to take 180 minus this to get the other answer. Yeah, because when you tekan shift sign, sebenarnya ada 2 jawapan. Because like add sugar to coffee, when sign positive, there should be 2 answer. One in first quadrant, one in quadrant 2. Okay, and to get the quadrant 2 answer, you have to take 180 minus the reference angle. And this is the reference angle, right? But for this question, I will not do all those things lah, because I already know the answer is in quadrant 1. So even if I take 180 minus this to get the quadrant 2 answer, I will reject the answer anyway. So I will not waste my time. So that's the answer. But I also want you to know lah. I recommend you to tahu benda ni. I want you to know this also, because sometimes they want the quadrant 2 answer. Okay. And you have to tengok sendiri. Sometimes the soalan won't mention to you whether it's acute angle or obtuse angle. You have to guna mata tengok and look at the size of the angle. If the angle look like this, then automatic it should be quadrant 2 already. Yeah. Sometimes you have to, they won't mention it to you. You just have to like use your eyes and tengok sendiri and check yourself. Okay, number 2, RSP. So RSP is the angle here. Okay, so this angle, how to find it? Of course, you have to use this triangle, right? And you will use cosine rule actually. You cannot use sine rule. This one cannot use sine rule. Because when you want to find the angle and you have all 3 sides given like this, okay, yeah, you use cosine rule. This is the case where you use cosine rule. And usually I teach student to hafal. For cosine rule, dia ada 2 case saja boleh guna cosine rule. Okay. So the one case that you can use cosine rule is when you have 2 sides and 1 angle in between. The angle has to be in between. And then suruh cari sini. Ataupun satu lagi case, bagi 3 side and then suruh cari angle, any angle inside. Okay. So only these 2 case saja yang boleh guna cosine rule. Okay. In the whole world dalam dunia ni, in the whole world, dalam dunia ni, 2 case ni saja boleh guna cosine rule. Tak ada case lain dah. Tak ada, tak wujud case yang lain yang boleh guna cosine rule. Ini 2 saja. So kalau dia bukan 2 case ni, then it's automatic sine rule already. So that's why when you hafal, it becomes so easy. Saya sudah hafal. That's why I straight away I boleh tentukan cepat lah. I nampak bagi tiga side, suruh cari angle dalam, I automatic know is cosine rule dia. Okay, let's talk about the cosine rule formula. The formula looks like this. A square equals B square plus C square minus 2BC cos A. Okay. Okay, the ABC yang huruf kecil, you have to masuk dia punya side panjang dia. And then the huruf besar one is to masuk the angle. Okay. And kalau the BC you terbalik tulis tak apa. The BC if you apa terbalik tulis tak apa. That one will not, that one is okay one. Yang penting is this A you jangan silap tulis. Because if the A you silap tulis, then the whole thing wrong deh. Okay, how to know which one is the A? Okay, if you want to know which one is A, you tengok siapa opposite angle. So for example, I said got two case, right? So one case is used to find the side, one case is used to find the angle, right? So if you want to know siapa small a, you look at the siapa opposite angle. So this is the angle, right? Okay, then this is the A. Okay, for this case. And then what about this? This is the angle you want to find, right? So this is the A lah. So kalau you tak nak confuse, just remember this. Kalau nak tahu siapa A, you tengok siapa depan angle. So for this case, siapa depan angle, this is the angle you want to find, right? So depan angle siapa? 15, right? So that's the A. And then the other two is the BC. Okay? It has you nak jadikan B8 C10 pun boleh, or B10 C8 pun boleh, because the BC terbalik tulis pun tak apa. Okay, so now let's write it. 15 square equals to B square plus C square, which is 8 square plus 10 square. Ataupun 10 square plus 8 square pun boleh, sama saja. And then minus 2 times 8 times 10 times cos A, and the A will be the angle you are trying to find. The angle RSP lah. So I write here angle RSP. Okay, now how to find? Okay, the way I teach my student is I will ask them to separate here. Separate here and then pindah 8 square and then pindah 10 square sini. So dia jadi 15 square minus 8 square minus 10 square. You will get positive 61. And then here you left with negative 2 times 8 times 10, which is negative 160 cos RSP. And then now to find the cos RSP, I will tekan 61 divide negative 160, which is negative 0.38125. And then tekan shift cos answer lah. But when you tekan shift cos, don't tekan the negative, please. Yeah, don't tekan the negative. The negative only indicates quadrant. So let's consider quadrant, add sugar to coffee. Okay, if the cos answer negative, which quadrant? Quadrant 2 and quadrant 3, right? Okay, so later your answer will be in quadrant 2, quadrant 3. But automatic is quadrant 2 lah. It cannot be quadrant 3 one. Because quadrant 3 means your angle bigger than 180 already. Tak mungkin this angle is bigger than 180. Because this is an angle inside the triangle. Inside triangle tak boleh ada angle. It cannot have satu. Because triangle, the jumlah angle semua tambah is 180. So it's not possible for that one, for satu angle, each angle here to be more than 180. So it must be in quadrant 2 later. Okay, but let's tekan shift cos 0.38125 to get the reference angle first. So here I will write RA, reference angle, and the method is to tekan shift cos 0.38125. Don't tekan the negative. Okay, don't tekan negative. When you because if you tekan negative, then you won't get the reference angle. Okay, so you will get 67 degree 35 minutes. But this is not the answer. This is just the reference angle. To get the real angle RSP, you need to take 180 minus the reference angle and 180 plus with the reference angle. Because that's how you convert to quadrant 2, quadrant 3. So to get quadrant 2, 180 minus. So you dapat 112 degree, 25 minutes. And then to get the quadrant 3 is 180 plus with the reference angle, which is 247 degree 35 minutes. But I know I will reject this. Yeah, because takkanlah angle sini 247, takkanlah ini 200 lebih. It's not possible mah. Because in a triangle, all the angle tambah should be 180. So you say this is 200 something. Like, it's not possible. That doesn't make sense. So the answer is automatic, this one already. And I will label here and write the angle 112 degree, 25 minutes. Okay. Okay, so that's it. Now let's do question 3. Okay, this one is silap. This one is 3. Okay, so find the area of quadrilateral PQRS. Okay, you learn about the area formula in this chapter. The area of triangle formula is right here, 1/2 AB sin C. But this is to find triangle, not quadrilateral. So what I should do is, you can see this quadrilateral, it's actually two triangle combined together. So you just take area of triangle, use this formula 2 times lah to find the area. Okay, to find area of triangle, you need the AB, which is any 2 sides. And then the C should be the included angle. Included angle means the angle in between the 2 sides. So I can see triangle atas memang saya tahu memang saya ada 2 side. But the included angle is here and I don't have, right? So let's find this quickly. Just take 180 minus 30 minus this. Right? So my calculator give me 93 degree, 33 minutes. Okay. So now we can find the area now. So I'll just write here total area. So the first part is 1 over 2 AB sine C. So 1 over 2 times 9 times 15 times sine 93 degree 33 minute. Okay. And then plus with, okay, this one is the area triangle atas. Okay, the next triangle, okay, this one we have two side and the included angle already. So just use that lah. 8 and 10. And then times with sine 112 degree, 112 degree, 25 minute. Okay. Okay, now I'll tekan this, and then tambah, and then siap lah. Okay, what happened when I tekan this? 67.37. Okay, that's what I get. And then yang ni kalau tekan, tulis dalam four significant figure 36.98. And then answer plus 67.37, 104.35. Okay, and of course this is in cm square because area. Okay, let me double check in my calculator. 67.37 plus 36.98. Yeah, correct. So that is the total area of PQRS. Okay, now we can do the soalan B. Okay, soalan B, they say sketch. Okay, at the moment I see this word, sketch, I know it's ambiguous case already. Yeah. If they say sketch means automatic, mesti ada ambiguous case. Dalam bahasa Melayu, case ambiguity. Okay, case ambiguity, ambiguous case. Okay, dia kata sketch segitiga P prime, Q prime, R prime, which has a different shape from PQR. So which triangle has ambiguous case? The PQR triangle. So the PQR triangle is referring to this one, right? Okay, let's see what is the condition. So different shape from PQR such that P prime, R prime is 15, R prime, Q prime is 9, angle Q prime, P prime, R prime is 30, find angle P prime, Q prime, R. So first kita kena sketch dulu lah. So when we sketch, we have to know which point will move. Yeah, which point will move. Ataupun which line. Yeah, which line will move and which point will move. Okay. So let's look at the condition here. So they said PR punya panjang kena maintain. Okay, so the 15 have to, this panjang have to fix. RQ 9 also have to fix. And then the angle Q prime, P prime, R prime is 30 degree also have to fix. So Q prime, P prime, R prime, the 30 cannot, this 30 has to fix, right? It means that these two lines cannot move. Yeah, these two lines cannot move because the moment you move these two lines, then the 30 then the angle is not 30 degree anymore, right? So definitely we have to move this line, right? But I don't think you can move like this, okay? Because when you know you have to move this line, it's either like the Q stay here, the R move, ataupun the R stay, Q move, right? But it cannot be R move because if the R move, it has to move to the left, and the ambiguous case will be like this, right? But actually, if you move like that, the R prime move here, what happens is the 15 cm is not 15 already because you extend the line already, right? And how I know I need to extend is because if you look at this angle, it's more than 90. Yeah, it's more than 90. So it means you have to move here to get R prime so that your ambiguous case will be like this, right? But I told you already it won't be like this because uh if you do like that, then it's later it's not 15 cm already. So I think it's the other way. It has to be the R has to be stay here, the Q have to move. But the Q have to move to left or right? To this direction. Yeah, to like this. Okay. You have to move like this. Because when you move like this, what happens is you end up getting like this. Your Q prime end up being here, and then the line will be like this. And then this become R prime, this become P prime already. And of course, these two line will be same length. This will be 9 cm also. Okay. It means this is your ambiguous case. This one. Okay, this is your ambiguous case. Okay. And if you double check, memang dia ada ikut semua condition sini. Semua syarat sini saya ada ikut. So syarat pertama P prime R prime must be 15. Yeah, it's still 15. R prime Q prime is 9. Yeah, still 9. Walaupun line tu dah gerak ke sini tapi saya maintain dia punya panjang 9. Q prime P prime R prime angle 30. Yeah, still 30. So this is the answer. Okay. Okay, so let's sketch this ambiguous case out. Okay. So kita lukis sekarang. So macam ni. And then dia punya line macam ni kan. Okay. Okay lah, lebih kurang lah. And then like this. Okay, so let's label ini Q prime, ini P prime, ini R prime. And we can write down some information. Kita boleh transfer some information. 15 cm sini, 30, and of course this is 9 lah. Okay, 9 cm. Okay, I think that's all, right? Itu saja yang kita tahu. Okay, that's the answer. Okay, sekarang dia kata find angle P prime, Q prime, R prime. So angle P prime, Q prime, R. So mana P prime, Q prime, R? Wait, is this R or R prime? R. So P prime, Q prime, R means dia nak cari angle mana? Sini lah. Sini kan? They want to find this angle. Okay, let me tell you how to find this angle. Sebenarnya nak cari angle sini senang saja. Because this and this side is sama panjang, right? So it will form an isosceles triangle. And isosceles triangle, segitiga sama kaki, this angle and this angle mesti sama kan? So if this is 56 degree 27, this is also 56 degree 27. So to find this, just take 180 minus. So it's very easy. So what I will do here is I will draw a dotted line. Because I know this is 56 degree 27. And then to get the angle P prime Q prime R, I just take 180 minus 56 degree 27 minutes. Okay. So automatic you dapat jawapan di 123 degree 33 minutes. So this angle is 123 degree 33 minutes. So that's what the soalan asks, and that's what I find for them. So this is 2 marks lah. So that's all. Done. Okay, let's do number 14. Use graph paper to answer this question. Okay, in English, a district education office is organizing a workshop on high order thinking skills for mathematics and Addmaths teachers. Okay, boleh. The workshop will be attended by X mathematics teacher and Y Addmaths teacher based on the following constraint. Okay, I already know this is which chapter. The Form 5 chapter, linear programming. Okay, pengatur caraan linear. And this one have to use graph paper. And this one, you always have to know what the XY represents, and you always have to write down the inequalities macam tu. And it's very important to know what the XY represents. And I already know it. They already mentioned it. X is the number of maths teacher. Okay. So maths and Addmaths. So maths is X, Addmaths is Y. And the XY represents number of teacher. So I'll just write here number. Okay. Number. Okay, and it's the number of teachers, bilangan cikgu. Okay, so A 1, 2, and then they say A write down 2 inequality other than X bigger 0 that satisfy above constraint. And I have to baca ni, write the inequality lah. Okay, the first one, total number of teacher not more than 100. So X plus Y tak boleh lebih, so not more than, so smaller or equals 100. Sudah siap. Okay, next one, additional mathematics teacher, so Addmaths teacher, which is Y, exceed the number of maths teacher by 20 or less. Okay, yang ni you ambil besar tolak kecil. You ambil besar tolak kecil because they said Addmaths teacher exceed means melebihi, maths teacher by 20 or less. It means when you find the difference, when you cari beza dia, when you ambil besar tolak kecil, beza dia kena 20 or less. Itu maksud dia. So besar tolak kecil, siapa besar? Addmaths teacher exceed mah. Addmaths teacher yang kena melebihi. So Y yang besar, and then tolak dengan maths teacher X, and dia punya difference beza 20 or less. So smaller equals 20. Because 20 or less. Okay. So the difference is 20 or less. So ini cara dia. Okay, after you write down the two inequality, you get 2 marks for this. Okay, sudah siap. D, shaded region in the graph on page 2 represents the third constraint. Write inwards the constraint. Okay, let's look at the graph. Shaded region in page 2. Okay, let's go. So shaded region. Okay, I think it's talking about this lah. Oh, dia sudah lukis satu garisan untuk kita, and dia sudah lorek kawasan lorek untuk ni. Okay, so I can see that this is X equals 3Y. And dia punya kawasan lorek atas garisan ke bawah garisan? Atas garisan. So later I have to put bigger lah. So X equals 3Y, it will be, I have to letak bigger. But you have to be very careful here. Because the X equals 3Y, you have to write smaller. And you have to be smaller sama dengan, because they use solid line, right? Okay, wait, why I write smaller? I thought the shaded region is like this. I thought the X equals 3Y like this, and then the shaded region is up here, right? So why I write smaller here? Okay, listen here. Saya tahu dia punya kawasan lorek duduk atas garisan. But you have to be careful here because you have to tengok dari Y positive. So if you look at here, this Y is actually 3Y and it's already positive. So you have to letak bigger, but it has to be from here. So that is why the symbol is like this. Because when you baca from here, it's bigger. Okay. Let me explain using another way. X equals 3Y. If you write the other way, it will be 3Y equals X, right? So if your 3Y equals X means here you have to write bigger, right? And if you because atas garis atas mah shaded region, and if you flip this over x3y, it becomes smaller, right? Because when you flip because the arrow tunjuk x, so when you flip like this, it has to tunjuk x. That is why I write smaller here. Paham sekarang kenapa dia smaller? Walaupun lorek atas, tapi you have to write smaller. Okay? Itu penting. Okay, so hopefully you faham apa saya punya explanation sini. Okay, but it's not over yet because they said you have to write in words the constraint. So we have to convert this into words. So how to convert into words? Okay, X tu kita kena tukar jadi balik jadi story. So the story behind, what's the story behind X is the number of maths teacher kan? Okay, so I will just write number of maths teacher. Okay, number of maths teachers. Okay. Okay, this symbol we have to use what word? This one is kurang or sama dengan, right? So you can use what? Not more than ataupun at most. Okay, not more than ataupun at most. It means tidak melebihi ataupun at most is selebih-lebihnya. Selebih-lebihnya. Okay, I'll just use the word at most. So number of math teacher is at most. Okay, at most. At most. Selebih-lebihnya, at most. 3y means 3 times. So it's at most 3 times. 3 times 3 times the number of Addmaths teacher. 3 times the number of Addmaths teachers. Okay. Dalam bahasa Melayu, bilangan apa? Guru. Okay, how do you write? Guru or cikgu? Guru, right? Okay, so bilangan guru matematik adalah selebih-lebihnya. Okay, selebih-lebihnya. At most 3 kali ganda bilangan guru Addmaths. Macam tu. Matematik tambahan. Okay, I know the schema right sekurang-kurangnya. Okay, but the schema wrong lah. The schema salah ni. Don't follow the schema. This set memang schema dia banyak salah. Yeah. Don't follow the schema. So this is the correct one. The schema wrong is because they go and put bigger here. Okay, but I already explained to you why cannot put bigger. It's because the 3y is on the right side, and you always have to butcher from the right side. So don't follow the schema. Okay, I hope you understand. That's all. Okay, now let's do C. C dia kata on the graph on page 2, construct and shade the region R which satisfy all 3 constraints. But okay, means they want you to go to the graph paper and complete the shaded region for the 3 lines lah. Tapi dia sudah lukis salah satu line, right? But before you go to the graph, you actually need to find the points for these 2 lines first. Because now if you go to the graph paper also useless because you still haven't find the line, find the point for this line. So the first line you have to draw is this, x plus y. Okay, let's change this to equal. Okay, yeah. The smaller, bigger, itu nanti bila kita lorek baru kita tengok. So change to equals to get the equation first. To get the garisan. Okay, for this also y minus x equals 20, and then cari 2 point, so that I can plot the point and join the line lah. Okay, when x kosong dapat 100 sini, when y kosong dapat 100 sini, when x kosong I dapat 20. Okay, if I ganti y kosong, my x will be negative. Okay, and xy tak ada negative because xy is the bilangan guru. So don't change to another point lah. So what if I use another point? Let's say I use let's use 80. Because if I ganti x 80, then my y will be 20 plus x, 20 plus 80, 100. Then this point can plot. Okay, actually ada lagi satu kan, satu garisan, which is the x equals 3y. But this one no need already lah. They already do it for me already. Why you wanna do it again? They already lukis cantik for me already. So that one no need. Okay, so I'll just go and plot 0, 100, 100, 0. Oh, ada masalah. 100, 0 tak dapat plot, right? Okay, 0, 100 saya boleh plot. But the x-axis limit sampai 70 saja. Okay, so I change my point lah. Yeah, I change to another point. So instead of 100, 0, you sub x 70. Okay. If you sub x 70, your y become 30 already. Because when x is 70, your y will be 100 minus 70, which is 30. Now can plot it. 0, 100, 70, 30. Okay. No problem. Okay, so 0, 100 is here. 70, 30 is here. And when you join, you always ask yourself whether you need to draw solid line or dash line. Please, you kena biasa tanya apa? When you draw the line, you should always ask yourself whether you should use solid line or dash line. It means like garisan yang solid line ataupun garisan yang putus-putus. Sebab kalau dia nak solid line and then you draw putus-putus, then you hilang markah already. So you have to make sure you check lah. Okay, this one have to use solid line. Sebab dia ada line dekat bawah. Because the symbol is smaller or equals, kecil atau sama dengan. So bila dia ada sama dengan line bawah, you have to use solid line. Tapi sometimes dia akan guna uh, dotted line also. Okay, the dash line also. So you have to double check lah, just to be safe. Okay, so yeah, it's a solid line. Okay, the next line also solid line. Because dia ada line bawah macam ni kan. Okay, what's the point? 0, 20, 80, 100. Solid line. 0, 20, 80, 100. 0, 20, 80, 100. Okay, 80 is here. Okay, boleh lah, boleh plot. Okay. Walaupun dia sampai 70, but yeah, kita ada ruang untuk plot 80, so tak ada masalah. Just plot saja. Okay, let me plot this again. 20. Okay, now we just join using ruler and it's solid line also. Okay. Okay, sini tak cantik. So let me draw nicely. Okay, something like this lah. Okay, something like this. Okay, now it's time to write the equation. Y minus x equals 20. Okay. Okay, I'm done with the graph. Now it's time to shade the region. Okay, when we shade the region, kita kena tengok dia bigger or smaller, right? But this one I already know is bigger already. The x equals 3y is memang bigger. Sebab ini dia dah lukis siap-siap for me. But we have to check for this line and this line bigger or smaller. Okay. Okay, so now let's go to the soalan. So we can see that the first inequality is x plus y smaller 100. But you have to make sure the y positive baru boleh tengok. If the y is negative, then you have to pindah to the other side and tengok from the other side. In other words, you have to terbalikkan you punya simbol lah. Kalau dia punya y negative. Kalau dia punya y negative on this side, on the left side, then you kena terbalikkan. Kalau dia y negative on this side. Tapi kalau y positive boleh terus baca terus. So smaller kan? It means you kena ambil bawah garisan. Tapi bawah garisan yang mana? Yang ini, x plus y 100. Okay, so the shaded region will be below this line, which is here and here. Okay, I know it won't be here already. Yeah, it won't be here. Because here it doesn't satisfy the x3y atas already. So it has to be this, either this or this lah. Okay, sekarang kita tengok the second line. The second line is y minus x smaller 20. Check dulu y positive or not. So the y sudah positive, right? And it's already y positive on the left side. So kita boleh terus baca dah simbol dia. Smaller kan? Okay, so smaller. So which line? This line. Tapi smaller means the shaded region duduk bawah garisan. So automatic this one cannot lah. This one padam already. So the only region here is this one. So what you do, write R. Sebab dia ada suruh tulis R kan? And then you shade the region lah. Okay. Okay, when you shade the region, you usually use ruler. Because when you use ruler, dia nampak kemas. So just lorek macam tu. Lorek. Okay, this will take some time. Okay, dah. Ini jawapan dia. Okay, sudah siap. Sekarang kita boleh jawab next part. So part C dia suruh construct and shade the region R. Okay, sudah siap. Okay, now for the final part D. So the D1 says what? Using graph constructed, find the range of number of Addmaths that can attend the workshop if the total number of maths is 60. Okay, I sudah lupa already. Maths is X or Y. So you can tengok balik. Okay, maths is X and maths is Y. So kalau dia kata maths is X, it means X is 60 and then Y near range nak carilah. So the 60 is X. So I have to write when X is 60 and they're asking you to find the range of Y. Okay, when you write the range of Y, you have to write like this. Y in between, and here you have to write the Y minimum. Here you have to write the Y maximum. It means you have to find out the Y minimum value and find out the Y maximum value. Okay. So now I will go to the graph. Cari X60 dulu. So where's X60? Here. And then I will draw a dotted line. And the first contact point with shaded region, this is the first contact point with the shaded region. And then I tarik here. This will be the Y minimum lah. Okay. And if it's a solid line, you can take already straight away. Kalau dia solid line, boleh terus ambil. Tapi kalau dia dotted line, then you have to naik lagi sikit. You have to naik lagi, naik lagi. Because if it's dotted line, you can't take the point on the line if the line is a dotted line. Tapi kalau solid line boleh ambil. Okay, what about maximum? Maximum you naik sampai the last contact point with the shaded region, which is here, and then tarik sini. Use ruler, and then this is the maximum. So you can see it's 20, 40 lah. So the minimum is 20, maximum 40. So the range Julat is like this lah. Y in between 20 and 40. Okay, sudah siap. That is my D1 answer. Okay, now it's time to do the D2. Find the maximum cost to run the workshop if the cost for mathematics is 150, cost for Addmaths is 120. Okay, maths teacher is X, and then Addmaths is Y. So sekarang kita boleh cari dia punya cost. So the cost for total cost will be how much? Total cost. Okay, mathematics teacher is 150, but if you have, but this 150 is one mathematics teacher, means one mathematics teacher. But if you have X, then it will be 150 times X plus 120 times Y like this. Okay, and then what you have to do? 150X plus 120Y, and then you have to find out the LCM. What is LCM? LCM dalam bahasa Melayu gandaan sepunya terkecil. You have to find out the lowest common multiple of these two numbers. Okay. Okay, 15 times 1 is 15, but 15 cannot divide 12. 15 times 2 is 30. 30 cannot divide 12. 15 times 3 is 45. 45 cannot divide 12. 15 times 4 is 60, and 60 can divide 12. So the lowest common multiple is 60, or I should say 600. Okay, yeah, try to make this number bigger than this, so that when you divide, you end up with like a jawapan yang cantik. Because later you have to plot the points. That is why you choose nombor yang boleh bahagi ni and bahagi ni at the same time. That's why I say choose the LCM lah. Okay, and I choose 600 lah, because 600 memang boleh bahagi dua ni. And then ganti X kosong, Y kosong. And then later we have to draw the line. Okay, when you ganti X kosong, your Y will be 600 divided 120, which is 5. Okay, 5. And then when you ganti Y kosong, 600 divided 150 is 4. Okay. Okay, let's go to the graph and try to plot 0, 5, 4, 0. Okay, 0, 5 is here. 4, 0 is just 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Okay, actually, you nak buat macam ni boleh juga. Just draw line and then later you slide until the maximum point lah. Can also lah, can also. But if you don't like how your line, because your line is like the points are very near to each other, right? So if you don't like it, what you can do is you can tambah 1 kosong. Because when you tambah 1 kosong, this become 50, this become 40 already. And it's like, then your points will be further, and it will be easier to draw the line. Okay, because your line is like besar sikit. So 0, 50, 40, 0. Yeah, I think this is better, right? And then now you can join the line. Okay, I'll use red color. Okay, I'll use red color to join. Okay, but it's not finished yet. This red color line is not the answer. But let's write down the equation of this line. 150x plus 120y equals 6,000. Okay. Okay, but this line actually sebenarnya you have to use dotted line. Yeah, you have to use dotted line sebenarnya. Okay. Okay, so this dotted line, and then the dotted line equation I already write here. Okay, so sekarang apa kita kena buat? Let's go to the soalan, see maximum or minimum. They want maximum, right? Maximum cost. So later you punya maximum cost will be 150 bracket plus 120 bracket. But for the XY, you have to ganti with the maximum point. And your answer will always be at the corner. Jawapan awak mesti berada di bucu. But they want maximum, right? So you will slide this line until you reach the maximum. Okay, and you will do this using 2 ruler. One ruler, you position one ruler like this. Another ruler, you position like this. Okay, and then you slide until you reach, and you see which corner, which is the last contact point lah. Last contact point with the shaded region. And then you take that corner. Faham kan? Okay, so let me show you. So it will look something like this. This is the line. And then you start to slide until you reach a corner. Okay, when I slide until here, I realize this is where I touch this corner, right? But this is not the maximum, because there's still shaded region here. So I have to keep going. Because I want maximum. So I'll keep going until I reach this corner. Okay. So ini baru saya punya maximum point. So what I will do is I will draw a dotted line here. Okay, and then this red color line can fuck off already. Okay, and then like this is the point I will take. Yeah, this exact corner. Okay, but you need to make sure when you butcher this point you don't get decimal. If you get decimal, then you have to choose a point that is like berhampiran dengan dia. But make sure it's in the shaded region. Make sure it's in the shaded region, and it's like tak boleh ada decimal because the XY is bilangan guru. So dia mesti integer lah. Okay, so I think this point is easy to baca because it's 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 75, and then 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, so 75, 25 is, yeah, is perfectly fine. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, it's logic. And also the point is exactly at here, right? So the point 75, 25, you ganti dalam XY lah. X 75, Y 25. And after you tekan all this, you get the answer. So the answer is RM4250. Okay. Okay, let me tell you, the schema did it different. The schema dia ambil ini. Dia ambil point 40, 60. But I think the schema salah. Yeah, I won't follow the schema. Okay, I won't follow the schema. And also the schema, this one also they did wrong. This one also dia bagi lain. I forgot what the schema right lah, but saya masih ingat dia tak tulis 2040. Tulis 2060 or something. I forgot already lah. Okay. Yeah, so this set actually the schema banyak mistake. So yeah, I won't follow the schema. So ini cara betul dia. Okay, sudah siap? I'm done. Okay, finally we are at the final question, last question 15. So let's finish it. Number 15. Table 2 shows the price of 4 types of raw material used to produce compound Y. Okay, ada 4 materials. I can see it here. For the year 2000, 2010, 2020. 2000, okay, so this is the price lah. So the P for 00, the P for 10, the P for 20, 2020. Okay, bar chart 1 shows the consumption ratio of each of the ingredient in 2010 and 2020. The bar chart for year 2010 is incomplete. So the bar chart confirm is the weightage. Okay, the weightage. So let me go down here and see what it says here. Okay, so they actually give you bar chart and there is 2 weightage for A. That's weird. Usually weightage ada satu saja kan? For one material, one weightage only. But it's like first time I see got 2 weightage, 2 different weightage for one material. But it's okay. Let's just baca the weightage first. So this is 5, this is 6, this is 2, this is 2, this is 3, this is 1. And they got put here, the dark one is for the year 2010 punya weightage. And then the bright color one is the 2020 punya weightage. Okay. And then they say the year 2010 punya is not complete, right? Yeah, because 2010 is the dark one. And you can see for material B, dia punya dark one is missing here. So there should be another dark one here. But this dark one is like, I don't know, question mark. I don't know berapa. Ini saya main cincai lukis saja. I don't know how high it is. How high is this? I don't know. For the material D also, I don't know. So ini saya main lukis saja. Saya tak tahu berapa. I don't know. It's like question mark. I don't know. Maybe they will help us. Maybe later they will give us some information to help us find this lah. I don't know. Okay, but for now, this is all I know. Okay, this is all I know. There's 2 weightage. There's price. There's one more thing here. Price index, right? Okay, so this is the price index for 10/00. Okay, ini semua. Okay, so far ini information dia. Okay, let's baca A sekarang. Okay, so the A1, I think I will okay, I'll do it up there later lah. Okay, let's read the question. Given the raw material A, oh, the other mention A kan? The other mention A. So later I can only when I do this question saya boleh tengok baris ni saja. Sebab dia ada mention A. Okay, so let's see. Given the raw material A price index 2020 based on year 2010 is 120, find value of X. So 2020 based on 2010 is 120. So they got mentioned A, and then the price index for 2020, 2010 is 120. Okay, so this is the information. Is it 20? Yeah, 10. Find value of X. So question 1. Okay, how do you find X? Okay, you can see that the X is actually the price in 2020, right? And they got give us the price for they got give us the index for 2020 based on 2010. So we can use the price index formula, which is price bahagi price times 100 equals 120, right? But the price atas should be 2020, this one is 2010 lah. But the 2020 is X. So this one I erase, I write X. And then for the price in 2010 is given here 48.6. So masukkan je lah. And then you can find X now. So just tekan 120 bahagi 100 times 48.6. So you get RM 58.32. Kena tulis RM sebab ini price. Okay, sudah siap. Let's do second question. Find the value of Y and interpret the price index. Okay, interpret means you tulis dia naik harga or turun harga berapa persen macam tu lah. Okay, so find Y first. And also Y is a price index. Yeah, it's the price index for 2010 over 2000. Okay, so second question, where should I do it? I'll do it. I think I'll do it here. Okay. Okay, so find Y, right? Okay, so Y is equivalent to what? Okay, this is 2010 over 2000 punya price index. So mestilah you kena ambil 2010 dengan 2000 punya price. So it will be 15.2 atas, 16 bawah. And then times 100. Tak boleh 16 atas tak boleh. Dia 2010 over 2000 means 2010 kena letak atas. Okay. Tahun the latest year always you letak atas one. 2010 is the latest year. 2000 the one letak bawah. Okay, tekan all this you get 95. Yeah, 95. So this is the answer. But they got say interpret, right? Okay, so how do you interpret? You have to write like decrease or increase, all those things lah. Okay, so let's write down here. So the interpret is decrease. Okay, decrease 5%. Okay. So when you interpret, you have to always write increase or decrease. Okay, don't just write the percent, write increase or decrease. So if it's less than 100 means decrease. Okay, and you will take 100 minus 95, you get 5, so it means decrease 5%. But if your price index is more than 100, then it's increase. And you will minus 100 to get the increase berapa percent. Okay, kalau dia more than 100, you minus 100. Kalau less than 100, you 100 minus. Okay, sudah siap. Sekarang sudah boleh buat B lah. Okay, so B, let's read. If P represents the weightage of raw material D, and P plus 1 represents the weightage of raw. Oh, I think this one is the one yang you remember just now they say it's not complete, right? The weightage. So I think this information is for us to find the not complete punya weightage lah. Okay, P represents weightage of raw material D, and P plus 1 represents weightage of raw material B in 2010. Calculate the value of P if given composite index for production Y in 2010 based on 2000 is 130. Okay, 2010 punya weightage dia bagi apa? P. Okay, 2010 D punya weightage P. 2010 D punya weightage P. 2010 the dark one for D punya weightage is P. So this one is P lah. Right? Okay. And then yang P plus 1 tu apa? P plus 1 is also weightage for material B in 2010. So P plus 1 is B punya weightage in 2010. So P plus 1 is B punya weightage in 2010, right? Okay, so actually this bar should be higher than this lah, sebab dia P plus 1, right? But it's okay lah. This drawing is just it's just a drawing only. Dia tak ada markawan. Ini just lukis saja. Okay, so lepas tu dia kata apa? Composite index. Ada bagi info composite index 2010 2000 130. So B question, composite index 2010 2000 is 130. Okay. Okay, so how do you find P? Okay, I think the composite index, you use the composite index formula lah, correct? Mestilah you guna composite index formula. Tapi weightage ada dua. You nak guna weightage yang mana? Because when you find composite index, you have to take the price index I times with the W weightage, right? But the weightage, what do you think you have to take? Do you take the 2010 punya weightage, the dark color one or the bright color one? Yang mana? 2010 or 2020? Okay, I hope you tell me 2010. And the reason is very simple. Just look at the year lah. Because the 130 is which year? 2010 based on 2000 mah. So it means you have to take 2010. It means you have, kalau nak tahu ambil weightage yang mana, kita kena tengok tahun yang atas. The latest year. So if the latest year is 2010, then you have to take the 2010 punya weightage. Okay. So the 2010 weightage is the dark color one. The dark color one, which is 5, P plus 1, 2, and P. Okay. The one yang saya bulat. So now I can masuk semua nilai itulah. But you need to take the I for 2010 and 2000, which is this one lah. Kebetulan dia dah ada. Okay, so you can see this is the composite index for 2010, 2000. This one is also price index for 2010, 2000. So dia punya year dah sudah match, so kita boleh guna I yang ni. So it will be 162 times with the weightage for A 5 plus 110 times with the weightage P plus 1. Okay, jangan ambil 2 ah. I already said already you have to take the dark color one because it's 2010 punya weightage. The latest year for this is 2010, not the bright color one is for 2020. The one no. Okay, tambah the next one is 115 times with 2 and then plus with 95 times P over total weightage 5 plus P plus 1 plus 2 plus P. Okay, sekarang kita boleh kira bawah dulu. P plus P is 2P. 5 plus 2, 7 plus 1, 8 equals 130. Okay, 162 times 5 plus 115 times 2 boleh buat. Number dengan number boleh buat, P dengan P boleh buat. So what you get here? 162 times 5 plus 115 times 2. Okay, I get 1040. 1040. And then this one you can expand kembang 110 times P plus 1, you get 110P plus 110 and then plus 95P. Okay. And then P dengan P boleh buat sekali lagi. So it becomes, the 2P plus 8 I terus hantar atas lah. Later I hantar. Okay, kita buat ni dulu. P dengan P boleh buat 110P plus 95P. What you get? 205P. Okay, 205P. And then number dengan number boleh buat 1040 plus 110. So you get 1150. Okay. And then 130 times 2P plus 8. 260P plus 130 times 8. 1040. Okay. You can use your calculator to help you. Okay, now it's time to find P. So P dengan P boleh buat, but they are not on the same side. So let's make it same side. So I'll pindah the 205 ke sana. Saya pindah macam ni sebab saya nak P dia positif. 260 minus 205 is 55P. And then 1040 pindah sini. Okay, 1150 minus 1040, you get 110. And then divide 55 is 2. So it means the P is 2 lah. Okay, so it means this is 2 plus 1, 3. And then this is P2 macam ni. Okay. Okay, soalan suruh cari P kan? So sudah siap. That's the B answer. Okay. So ini working untuk B. Okay. Okay, sekarang kita boleh buat C. Is this the last question? Yes. Okay, let's finish it. Finally. Oh, I didn't stop at all. Okay, like from question 1 until now. This is like tak ada cut punya saya punya video. Like I just do, I don't know how long already lah. I think 3 hour lebih already. Okay, tak apa. Let's finish it. Last question. Calculate the composite index for compound Y in 2020 based on 2010. So the final answer, what they want, composite index for 2020 based on 2010. This is the final answer. Hence, calculate the selling price per kilogram of compound Y in the year 2020 if the selling price in 2000 was 350 per kilogram. So the selling price, okay, I'll use P to represent selling price of 20, wait, what? Oh, they want to find selling price in 2020. Okay, when the price in 2000 is RM 250, right? Okay, faham. So it means I need the composite index for 2020 and 2000 lah. Yeah, I need this so that I'm because if I don't have this, I cannot find this. Faham kan? Yeah, so this chapter, this question, dia sebenarnya suruh kita cari dua benda. First, dia suruh cari composite index for 2020 based on 2010. And then I'm guessing maybe I have to do the smiley face to get the composite index for 2020 2000. Okay, this composite index and this composite index tak sama. Dia punya tahun tu pun tak sama. And then after I get this, baru kita guna first formula to find the price in 2020. I think that's what they want. Yeah. Okay, so my job now is to find the composite index for 2020 based on 2010. So is it possible to find it from the table? Let's see. 2020. Yeah, it's possible because I have the price, right? I have the price. What is X? X is, I already find it just now, 58.32, right? So I think my job now is to find out the I for ingredient A, B, C, D first. But we cannot use this I because this I is for different year. This one is 2010 over 2000. 2010 and 2000. Saya mau 2020, 2010. So I need to find out for A punya, B punya, C punya, D punya lah. Okay, so for A punya, dia punya I for 2010 will be what? Okay, I think I have to write for everyone. For B also have to do the same. And then for C, okay, 2010 punya I. And then for D also lah. And then after I find for all this, I have to use the composite index formula, means darab dengan weightage lah. And then later the weightage, I have to take the 2020 punya weightage. Because I already mentioned, weightage kena ambil yang latest year. So if you want composite index for 2020 based on 2010, then the weightage have to take the 2020. Because this question got two weightage, right? Okay, let's do the I first. So 2020 based on 2010 for A. So of course we have to focus on the 2020 and 2010 punya price. So it will be 58.32 divide 48.6. 58.32 divide 2.6 times 100. Okay. Okay, let's tekan calculator. 58.32 divide oh, this one is 48.6, not 42. Silap. 48.6. Okay, so what's the answer? 120. Okay, 120. Okay, the next one, it will be 22 divide 22 times 100. 22 divide 22 times 100, which is 100 lah. Okay. Okay, then the next one, 27.6 divide 27.6 times 100, which is 100 also lah. Because 27.6 cut jadi 1 mah. So you get 100 also. Okay. And then the last one is what? 17.1 divide 15.2. 17.1 divide 15.2 times 100. Okay, so what do we get here? Let me press, divide what? 15.2 times 100. Okay, my calculator give me 112.5. 112.5. Okay, saya sudah berjaya cari price index untuk semua orang for the year 2020 based on 2010. Tapi dia nak composite index. So I think my job now is to find the composite index. So the composite index will for 2020 based on 2010 will be, okay, the formula for composite index is what? You ambil I darab weightage, which is the price index darab weightage. So it will be 120 times with the weightage plus 100 times with the weightage for B, plus with the 100 times with the C punya weightage, and then plus with 112.5 times with the D punya weightage, and then divide total weightage. And the weightage you kena ambil yang 2020 not the 2010, because the weightage nak tahu ambil yang mana weightage, tengok tahun yang atas. So let's go to the bar chart and look for the weightage for 2020. So 2020 is the bright color one. So the bright color is what? 6231. 6231. So masukkan lah 6231. So this is 6231. 6 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1. So 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 3, 11 plus 1, 12. And then atas jumlahkan. Okay, let me press. 120 times 6 plus 200 plus 300 plus 112.5. Okay, 1332.5. Okay, that's what my calculator give me. And then divide 12. Okay, divide 12. 111.04. Okay, so this is the composite index for 2020 based on 2010. Okay, okay. The soalan asked me to find composite index for 2020 based on 2010, and sudah siap. But it's not over yet. They also ask you to find selling price in 2020. This one, when the selling price in 2000 was 250. Okay, so if you want to find price, you need to use the first formula, the price index formula. Okay, the price index formula. Okay, but the problem with the price index formula is you will masuk price 2020 here, price 2000 here times 100. And then this one you tak ada lah. This one you have 250, and you need to have the I. But this I, you cannot put in like the 111.04, because this one is 2020 based on 2010. The year here is 2020 based on 2000, right? So the year is not same, right? And what about the composite index that you've this one, the 130, cannot also. This 130 is 2010 based on 2000. So the year is not matched here. This one is 2020 or 2000, right? So what do you think I should do now? Can I do like that? I take the composite index here, 130, and the composite index I just found here, and then I do the smiley face to get the composite index for 2000, and then I masuk sini, and then I do this one. Can I do like that? Yes, right? But mm, I'm just not sure whether this is the correct method, because there's another method to do it. Let me tell you what's the other method. The composite index for 2020 over 2000, you can also find it manually like this. Like find it like, just take this year, 2020, 2000 like that. And then just take this price, divide this price times 100. Yeah, you can also do it like that. Betul? And then find each price index. And after finding each price index, you darab dengan weightage. But the weightage have to take 2020 lah. And then find the composite index and then baru buat macam ni. Okay. So I'm just thinking which method I should do. Okay. I know the schema did the smiley face punya cara. Okay. I know. But let me tell you something. If you do like this both method, the answer will be slightly different. The answer will not be exactly the same one. The answer will be slightly different. Okay. So, hmm. Okay, saya rasa, I think, orang yang buat soalan ni, I think they want me to do the smiley face method. Yeah, they want me to do the smiley face because if I do like that one by one, okay, the answer will be different. Yeah, the answer will be slightly different. Slightly different. But if I do one by one like this, then this information becomes useless already, right? This information becomes useless already. This 111.04 is like, for what you find this, for what, like useless already. You don't need this you are just wasting your time, right? You don't need this to find this. And also one more thing I noticed, whenever we do index number, confirm mesti ada satu soalan yang kena guna smiley face one. Confirm. It's either at A you use the smiley face, or B or C or D, right? So you see, so far I never do the smiley face, right? So if I do using this method, I take this price, divide this price, and then find the composite index. If I do like that, then it means I never use the smiley face already. So saya rasa orang yang buat soalan ni, dia nak saya buat guna cara ni lah. Okay. But I do want you to know that ada case yang sebenarnya, if you can choose between doing one time smiley face or you have to do banyak kali smiley face, you have to do banyak kali smiley face, because the answer will be slightly different. And the answer yang when you do separately like this one by one, it will be the correct method to do it. Okay. Tapi saya rasa soalan ni dia, I think I'll just do using this lah. But I think it's still important to mention that apa, sometimes if you can choose between doing one time smiley face, doing one time smiley face, or you do separate one by one like this, you should always do the separately one by one like this. Because when you do separate one by one, the answer that comes out will be slightly different, and that answer will be the more accurate answer. Okay. Okay, but for this question, I think I'll just I think I'll just do the smiley face straight away lah. Okay. Yeah. Walaupun I rasa macam, if I do, because I know the answer is not same, it's slightly different if I do it the other way. Okay. But I think I will do it like this because I think that's what they want. Yeah, I think that's what they want. Okay. Walaupun cara dia tanya tak berapa bagus, but I think this is what they want me to do. So I'll just do what they want me to do. And also, if I use the other method, then this information is useless already. So I think this is what they want. So I'll just do it like that lah. Okay, so 2010, okay, 2020 and 2000. Okay, the 2010 punya composite is 111.04. And the reason why I masuk composite index is because I'm trying to find composite index also. Okay, so takkan lah, if you want to find a composite index, then you masuk composite index also lah. Okay, the composite index I want is 2020 or 2000, which is this one lah. I want to find this. Okay, yang ni sudah ada. And satu lagi yang saya ada, 130. The 130 is for 2010 based on 2000, which is here lah. So can I find the bawah one? Yes. So how to find the bawah 2000 composite index 2020 over 2000? 130 times 111.04 divide 100. Okay, when you tekan this, you will get the composite index for this year. Okay, let me press 130 times 111.04 divide 100. Okay, I get 144.352. My calculator give me 144.352, but I have to I have to find the selling price So this is the year, so it will be price over price times 100 equals 144.352. And since this one is the 2020 over 2000, so this one also 2020 2000, and the price for 2020 2000 sudah bagi 250. So it becomes 250 like this. The price 2020 later I find it times 100 equals 144.352 like this. So now I just tekan all this lah. So now my price of 2020 is RM. Okay, I tekan 144.352 divide 100 times 250. So my calculator give me 360.88. 360.88. Okay, so this is what I get for my final answer. Okay, I think I'm done with this paper. Okay. Okay, kertas soalan tamat already, finish already. Okay, this is my last video already. No more trial videos already. This is the last one already. So I hope this video can help you, and I wish you all good luck for SPM lah. So my next upload, I think I don't know when already. Maybe have to wait until like next year punya trial, next year punya SPM. Waktu dekat SPM next year baru saya buat already. But for now, this is my last video before the SPM. Okay, that's all for today. That's all for this video, and I'll see you. I don't know when lah. So that's all lah. Okay, see you next video. Okay, bye bye.